power of this technology goes so far beyond what like the typical like table conversation about VR gives it credit for. You know, like we talk about it as like a useful tool or an immersive, fun experience, but what we're talking about is like truly transformational.
It should be perfectly possible to trick your brain into any experience if your brain can already do that itself naturally. So VR is almost like taking that ability for our brain to generate any experience for us and like putting it in our hands, which is wild.
Man, that's something in the history books. People are going to look back and be like, yeah, it's 2022, 2023. That's when education, after hundreds of years, finally upgraded.
We're in a strange time where our physical worlds are intersecting with our digital identities, and right now is a time to kind of determine what you want that to be.
Once you have full body tracking that works well and it's frictionless, right? Meaning it's easy to do.
Yes.
It's a whole new, it's not a game changer, it's a whole new game.
So maybe there will be some other people who would be curious to see what I'm learning, what I'm discovering, so to say. And that's how the Discover YouTube channel started.
Oh, not really disco VR, Discover.
Oh.
Yeah, I feel bad when people ask me about VR, or they're like, what do you do? Like, all right.
Yeah.
You asked,
Yes.
here it comes.
I love VR, but I love going out and breathing fresh air. And not only was I stuck in VR for 10 days, I was stuck in one room because I was streaming, the same space. I didn't see the sunlight. I totally lost track of what time everything was.
She dances with the robot. She does the first steps. She dances with that robot. She takes that thing off her face. I have the video. I'm holding it hostage. She takes it off her head and she says, I gotta have it.
There are a few moments in my life I can remember very vividly. The day I got married, the day my kids were born, the day Facebook announced that they bought Oculus is one of those days. I was making chili.
I've been in a lot of gaming communities, and the VR community is by far the best community that I've ever been involved with.
Hello, everyone, and welcome back to the Between Realities VR podcast. And guess what? It is the Season 7 finale.
No.
I know. Bittersweet as hell. So bittersweet. But we're excited, and we hope you
More
all
bitter.
are-
More bitter than sweet.
It is a little, yeah, slightly. It's like a 60-40, you know?
Yeah. Yeah, maybe
Because this is a fun episode to do, right?
It is.
Because
It
we didn't get to do this one of the times that we wanted to. I think it was like maybe last season or the season before.
Yeah.
But we love to do these community episodes at the end of the season.
My favorite, man. I love this.
Exactly.
Yeah. I love getting everyone in here that you see in the chat. I wish a few more of our regulars were wanted to hop on the camera, but we still have some amazing people that are going to be joining us today.
Is someone DMing you during the live show just like an off limits? Not a potential, not a possible. I mean, just want to throw it out there.
No, I mean, not necessarily. We're it depends on how long our intro goes.
Okay, fair enough. Fair enough. Well, listen, y'all, we're really stoked to have you here. My name's Alex. I'm one half of the Between Realities crew. The other half is Skiva. He's sitting here next to me. Hi, dude. We're here. We're here and we're doing the damn thing. So yeah, like we were just saying, we're going to be having a bunch of different people on today. And if you're out there, you're like, oh man, I missed the signups. I wish I could have done this. And like, you like really want to come on, ping Skiva and maybe we'll work you in.
Skiva on Discord.
On Discord.
Yep.
That's right. Mm-hmm. But dude, I can't believe we're here. Like, what is this? Episode 21 or 22?
22, I think.
22 weeks in a row of
almost in a row.
Okay, fair enough.
Some traveling here and there.
Fair enough.
Every week that we've been in town, we have done this.
There you go.
Yes.
That is very true.
Yes.
Yeah, I mean, these stack up so fast, like all of a sudden out of nowhere, it's like, it doesn't even seem like that much happened. But then when I look at the thumbnails on the YouTube chain, on the YouTube page, and it's just like bam, 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 man, I count them. I'm like, oh, holy crap, there's 21, 22.
It's crazy.
It is crazy. And, right before the show, Skeeve and I were actually just talking about like our intro, because I noticed that Chris Hany in the chat said that he still LOLs every time he hears Disco VR's discovers Tatiana's portion of the intro there. But anyway, we're just talking about that and kind of how this show has changed over the years, and how like our season 1 was very much like a beta, or Skiva said like it was like an alpha.
It was an alpha. Yeah.
It was like a pilot. It was like one pilot episode that like lasted a whole season. But it was
so true.
It was before we had any of our like our own stuff, like our own assets. Like after season 1, we like found artists to build our set that you see here, and like eventually we got a song made that's only ours that you hear when the intro is playing. Just like got new microphones, and just like over the years we've kind of just like stacked things up and changed it kind of gradually, but nothing bigger than the change from season 1 to season 2.
I know, for real, man. That was season 1 was very stressful for me, figuring out how all this stuff worked. I'd never done anything like this before, and then we're like, all right, well,
and
let's figure it out.
And go.
And then I think this is like guest, or not guest. This is actual episode number like 152.
Really?
Or something?
Wow. Yeah. Amazing. 152 episodes. That's insane. I know. It's a lot of Fridays, bro.
It is a lot of Fridays. I don't think, did we start on Friday? I don't know if we started on Fridays.
No, I don't think so. I can't remember what day we did it. Maybe Sundays?
Yeah, it might have been.
I want to say Sundays.
Yeah.
And then maybe after like one season, we changed to Friday, or 2 seasons, we changed to Friday. I'm not sure. It's been a long time.
Yep.
Another thing that I was thinking about recently that I'm really grateful for is that I don't know if like I really remember a time where we had single-digit viewers for our live show on YouTube. Like I feel like we've always had at least a small group of people coming out since day one.
Yeah, for sure.
That is amazing to me. Like that means so much.
Yeah, the support of the community and the VR community is absolutely amazing.
It really is.
You do stuff and everyone shows up to cheer you on and help you out, and they're just there.
Yep.
They're there to help in any way. Yep. I love it.
Yeah, it's really cool. You know what I mean? Yeah. Like I had like already started a YouTube channel before we started this podcast, and like we were already attending events and stuff, so we'd kind of like been showing up here or there. But I really didn't expect things to be like they were in that first episode, where like our very first live stream, we had like 15 to 30 people tune in and just like be like, yo, congratulations, good luck on the new show, blah, 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 blah. And I'm just so grateful for that, man. Like,
yeah, it was pretty rad.
It's really cool, and
for sure.
And it's all these people who are joining us right now who are they are those people, and that's another reason why I like to do these episodes, because I want everybody to feel like they're a part of this, because they are.
They absolutely are.
Truly.
Absolutely.
And if they'd like to be just a little bit more of a part of it, then here we are. This is what this is about.
Man, it's so cool. I just love chatting to everyone here. It's, it's great to have like an hour and a half conversation with one guest, but to like power cycle through so many rad people, dude, it's so much fun. It's so much fun. So I hope you all enjoy this too, because it's a good time.
It's going to be good, dude.
Yeah.
Hey, Jenny, you guys see an announcement today? About somebody?
Oh, what happened?
Yeah.
Jeez, I wonder what could have happened.
Guess what, people? We did it. We did it.
We did do it. Let's see. What did we do?
Well, what did I do? No, it's we, because I feel like I had the community support for me this whole time, but last year I went to the VR Awards and I had a really amazing time. And, there was kind of this like collective groan and cringe with the guy who was running the thing last year.
Oh yeah.
And while I'm sitting in the audience, I was like, you know what? Like I could do that. I could do that well, actually.
And you could.
And I will.
And you will.
I will. Yep, we did it, everybody.
How will you?
Because I'm going to host it.
Get out.
Today I have announced officially that I will be the host of the 7th International VR Awards live in Rotterdam give me the fucking microphone. Let's go.
Very nice, man. That is so sick.
Thank you.
Absolutely love that, man. You know, we would watch that award show in awe every year, and then slowly, you know, we started getting nominated for things or became finalists,
which was
for things
like, you know, insane.
Yeah, twice in a row we were finalists for VR Content Creator of the Year, which is wild. You know, with people like Nathy and Kaz and Sherry and Thrill Seeker, and you know, which is absolutely nutty. And now you're getting up there with the mic and you're running the whole show.
I'm running it.
I love it.
I'm running it.
I love it.
It's super crazy because, like, you know, I mean, I'm like looking at it, I'm like, okay, yeah, I can do that, but I wasn't exactly sure like how much of that presentation like I would actually have like control over, and it is insane how much creative control I have over how this presentation is going to go. Like basically every word that I say when I'm on that stage will be from me, like written by me, like intentionally. So I'm so stoked because I hopefully can make sure that this show is awesome. And now like I'm feeling a little bit of the pressure, and not with the negative connotation that usually comes with the word, like I'm feeling pressure. Like it's not negative. Like I am very confident in my ability to do this, but it's definitely a little bit out of my wheelhouse. Because like right now I don't have this scripted. I'm just talking, you know, but that I'm definitely going to need to be prepared for. Yeah. And I've been talking shit for the past 8 months, you know, like about how I would crush it.
This.
Yeah. So like now I have to do it.
Now you gotta crush it. Now you gotta crush it.
I have to crush it.
Man, that's so cool.
I just want to say thank you again to everybody for, you know, encouraging me to go after that, you know, like, I had the idea, but like so did some other people, and like I got some DMs being like, "Yo, dude, like you should get after that thing," and I did, and here we are. So awesome, and thank you, and everybody tuned into the VR Awards.
Heck yeah,
because we'll be on break. What's happening?
We will, and I want to shout out some of our content creator homies that are nominated for this or finalists. We got Beard of Benjo, BMF, Kaz and Cherry, Get Hip, Mateo 311, Nathan, Nazy, Fia, Thrill Seeker. Mystical, Tyrell Woods, and VRO Mike from Virtual Reality Oasis. And if you look down at the bottom here at the honorable mentions, there's some good people down here too. We got Between Realities down there.
Boom.
We got Disco VR. We got Eddie VR and Gamer Tag and Habby and J Brat and J Man Curly and Kaiser and Kent By.
I know. Man. He's been a finalist.
I know.
Every year until now.
And we got Sadly It's Bradley, V Reality, and VR with Jasmine. And the
what up, Jasmine?
Mentions. Heck yeah.
Yeah, it's pretty awesome. Sick. So and I'm sure you're out there. If you're out there wondering, like, hold on a second, Between Realities is easily the best VR content creator in the entire world. Why are they not finalists? Well, it's because they have integrated some new guidelines for what it takes to be nominated as a finalist in these awards, and 60,000 subs is one of them. So everybody like and subscribe.
Yeah, please subscribe, people. I mean, you know, that'd be rad.
60K. That's never happening.
No,
that's never happening.
It's all good though.
It is all good.
The people, you know, it's nice that they mentioned us. It's nice that they mentioned us in here, but I'm just stoked for all the awesome people that they've nominated. And this is just the VR content creator category, right? There's Game of the Year. There's, you know, Rising VR Company of the Year, which my company Impact Reality is a finalist for.
Hell yeah.
So, you know, it's a really cool award show, and it's going to be put on by one of the coolest hosts in all of VR.
The coolest host in all of VR.
Well, I mean,
find me a cooler one.
No, but one of, you know, you're here with me, buddy.
Okay.
I'm just kidding. You got it. You are the coolest.
Bro,
you are the coolest.
I will share anything. Like anytime I'm on a spotlight, there's room for Skiva in it. You know what I mean? Like you can come up on that stage with me if you want to. We can co-host
it. I hope I get to come up on stage and accept that Rising VR Company Award. You know, the Year Award. That would be amazing.
I mean, maybe I'll just read whatever I want off of that. You know? They'd be like, and the winner is...
Now if
Impact reality.
Now if we actually win, people can be like,
Yeah. Oh my God.
That'd be funny.
So anyway, that's
Right
going to be
on.
rad. The awards ceremony is happening on November 30th.
Yes.
It is happening live from Rotterdam in the Netherlands. So I'm pretty sure it will be like during the day, right? That it happens here stateside.
I think so. I remember watching it last year, but I was in Sweden and it was at night.
Oh, okay. So
it must be during the day here.
Yep. Word. All right. Well, listen, this is really weird because it's like the community episode and we haven't said hi to anybody. You know, like we usually jump right into that, but you know, this is a different one because like this is our opportunity to kind of wrap up the season a little bit. You know, make VR awards hosts announcements. You know, those kinds of things. Let's go through some live chat real quick, and then let's get our first guest on.
Let's do it.
Snow Toad's here in the chat and in our Discord and everywhere, being super supportive, saying looking forward to this. Thank you, dude. Andy's VR Reviews saying congrats on another great season. We will still be seeing you on the Crewcast, right?
Absolutely.
Yes.
We'll be there.
That is a great thing to mention.
We will be there.
We don't really get to mention the Crewcast often here.
I know.
But Skiva and I are on another weekly podcast. Weekly in quotation.
Yes.
But it's basically weekly, and it is hosted by Gamertag VR, who, in my opinion, is like the only one that was actually like legitimately missing from that list. Oh, and Brad. Why was Brad not a finalist?
I know they're both in the honorable mentions.
I know.
But
GT, I get it, 60K, whatever. But Brad.
Yeah.
He's the GOAT.
Yeah.
I actual
agree.
GOAT.
I agree.
Yeah. Brad should be taking that thing home, and maybe it would give him a reason to come and hang out with us over there too. But anyway, we do the Crewcast on Mondays, hosted by Gamertag VR, and it is a star-studded lineup of a bunch of nerds. Skiva and myself, Res and Woots, Wes and Roots from Virtual Strangers, Eric from Q2C VR Gamer, and sadly it's Bradley, and of course GT. And we have a great time. So tune in on Mondays during our break.
You know, it's funny. We do this hour and a half show, and then a lot of times we stop the show and we go and we talk for another hour and a half.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah. I'll have to like pull myself out of it.
Yeah.
You know, like we'll be just sitting there for like another hour and I'm like, guys, I have to go.
I feel like we should record those and take snippets from them.
That would be, well, but you know, we let the walls down.
Yeah, we do.
Classy Grandma is here. What's up, Classy? Thanks for being here. She's got a
Russ and Woot says Creeper Petty.
Yes.
Oh man.
Good to see you, Classy Grandma. Thanks for being here with us. El Diego saying he cannot stick around to hang, but he'll be catching it in the morning. That's fine, man. And shout out to the audio listeners too. Just saying.
Heck yeah.
Love you guys. Oh, shout out to the Patreons. Love you guys.
Yep.
Just saying.
And our YouTube members.
Oh, shout out to the YouTube members,
and
dude.
Everyone watching on uploadvr.com.
And there.
This weekend.
And there. By the way, you know who's on Audible now? Q2C VR Gamer.
They're actually on Audible?
They are actually on Audible.
So now do I have to put this on Audible?
Yes. What do you mean? This has been like the focus of the whole season.
It's been a joke.
This is season 7 has been the Audible season.
Now if I actually put it on Audible, the joke won't be funny anymore.
All right, fine. Fine, you don't have to put it on there. Who the hell would listen to us on Audible anyway?
Who knows?
Maybe somebody. That's why we got to do it.
Okay.
All right. So we're doing it. Except we're not, I guess. I don't know. Obscure Nerd, that's Andy. What's up, bro?
Hey, man.
Good to see you, man.
How's it
Thanks
going?
for stopping by. Chris Hany. Yo, dude. Good to see you. Space Pirate Trader. Michelle B is here. Happy Friday. Red/Ace. What's up, dude?
What's up?
Qcreator says the weekend. He's so right.
The weekend.
Never been wrong, ever.
Ever.
I wonder if he's ever been wrong about anything at this point. VR Spry Guy's here just in time. What's up, dude? I know I'm getting to these late, y'all, but thank you for your patience. Marie Barrios, what's up? Good to see you, Marie.
Hello.
Kensei Gaming, our Arizona brethren. He's here. Mickyberr in the house, getting things done. Let's go with the lightning bolts. I just want to say I love J Dun Joy Ring.
I know.
That's all I really
know.
need
They're
to
the
say.
best.
Riamu VR. What's up, man? Virtual Steve. Hey. Yo, catching a live one because he's been listening to Spotify for the past month or so.
Nice.
Nice,
cool,
dude.
Man. Thanks for coming.
Yeah, bro. Thanks for being here. Mind Jive is here. Hi, Yazal. What's up, man? Ashley Huffman. Wow.
Ashley.
It's like all you have to do.
The legend.
You want to make me emotional? Just like put Ashley Huffman in there.
I know, she's the best.
And all of a sudden, like,
one of the greatest humans on Earth.
She's the best for reals. ePilot007 in the house as well.
What's up?
Snowtoad hitting us with the first super chat of the day. That
What's up,
is
Snowtoad?
£1, and it's £1.50.
Hey.
It's like $10 now, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Thanks.
Thank you, dude.
Appreciate it.
Yeah. Support us. That's lovely. We'll buy cool stuff with that. Substatica. Dude, Substatica should be on the show today.
No, late confetti there. Sorry. I was like, why isn't my button working? Because it was the wrong button.
Come on, man.
I know. I'm fired.
Come on. You've only been doing this for 150 episodes. Tribe Grey Wolf. What's up, baby?
Hey,
that's right.
What's up, Tribe?
We love you. And Tribe Grey Wolf's thumbnail game has been ramping up, so
Dude,
y'all might want to check him out.
So good.
It's kind of hilarious.
So good. Tribe has the best thumbnails, and he also does a little stream with me that we do usually once a week, where we just generate AI images and we just chill and have fun. It's over on my YouTube channel, just on Skiva, so check it out. It's called Artificial Reality,
and you'll actually learn something. Like, legitimately.
Yeah.
They're going to show you how to use these things, which is going to actually be a valuable skill, I think,
for real,
relatively soon.
And that stream goes weird places. The images get
some of that
absolutely crazy. So come join us if you want.
Do that.
Just
go
chilling.
Subscribe to Skiva. Come on.
Yeah.
You know him, you love him. Like and subscribe. Kensei Gaming VR dropping $5 on us.
Oh, Kensei, what's up, buddy?
What's up? He says, Friday, end of season love for Amazing VR podcast. Thank you, dude.
Oh, thanks, man.
You're amazing. Assassin32 VR, what's shaking, everybody?
Hey, what's up, Assassin?
Oh, War Mark is in the house as well.
Hello.
I like to see War Mark. Paul the VR Realm, good to see you, man.
Oh, dude, what's up, dude?
Yeah.
How's it going?
Dr. Oculus VR. Yeah, baby.
Oh, what's up, homie?
Yeah.
Heck yeah.
I like that. Let's see. Who else we got? Amelia Faust is here.
What's up, Amelia?
Yeah, she's amazing.
Heck yeah, she is.
I'm so...
See Substatica in the chat?
Yeah.
What's up, buddy?
That's
How
what I
are
just
you?
said. He needs to be on the show.
Oh, I know. What the heck? Where are you?
I know.
Where you at?
Get on here, man. Ping Skiva on Discord and let's make his life more difficult than it needs to be. Duggars K, thank you for the way to go. I'm catching up to now where people are giving me props. Space Denizens in the house. Yeah, dude, that's Void Citizen.
Hey, what's up, dude?
You still playing? You still playing Firewall, Void? The answer is no, right? I don't think anybody's playing Firewall anymore.
Oh, that's so sad.
Metaverse Josh, need a co-host?
Hey,
yeah,
up?
man. Sure, you can fight Skiva for it. He's gonna, yeah. Okay, look, that's scary. You don't want to. Classy Grandma hit us with $10, dude.
Hey, what's up? Thanks, Classy.
She said, to hell with the banker. Don't make your banker angry to donate to us, but we do love you and appreciate you anyway. Congrats, Alex. You should run the show. We'll so miss you guys. Love you, Skiva. Gosh, you're just the best, aren't you, Classy Grandma?
We love you. For reals. You're the best.
Yeah, it's just nice. You know? It's just nice. Mickyberr, he's chilling with us. Traveling Man,
what's up?
3775,
Yo.
he's chilling with us. Paradise Decay, the man, the myth, the legend.
P. Diddy.
I know. It's like every time I remember you met him in real life and I haven't, it like, kills me.
I loved hanging out with PD. PD's the best, dude. He's such a genuinely awesome guy. Just great.
We know that. He's the best. Damn
He
it.
is. He's the
Shaggy,
best
aka Gunshot Writer.
Hey, what's up?
Yo, Buck 3131.
Hey, what's up?
Listen, y'all.
Snowtoad saying, just subscribe, Skiva. I appreciate it, Snowtoad.
Yeah.
Very cool.
Subscribe to Skiva. Go subscribe to Alex VR too.
Heck yeah. Give us all the subs.
Yeah, go to subscribe to everything. Okay. So, and Space Denizen said Dungeons of Eternity and Breachers. Cool. All right. Well, listen, everybody, I'm all caught up now. So, feel free to make contributions and, I'll try to read some comments out. We don't get to do that as often, so I'm going to really try to make that a part of today. Like maybe you didn't sign up to come on, but like, let's keep the conversations rolling.
Yep.
So Gamertag VR, what's up, dude?
Hey, GT.
Love you dearly.
What's up?
We just plugged the crap out of the Crewcast, so hopefully everybody joins us for that this week. And Creeper Betty. I don't know if I said you earlier.
Creeper Betty.
But I love Creeper Betty. That's my biggest fan out there.
The best.
£2 from PD. Last squid of the season. Paradise Decay is my squid brother. What do you know about that? You know,
I don't know. I've been trying not to know about that because I don't know. I don't know how deep that rabbit hole goes.
It's a sexy rabbit hole. That is. I'll let Paradise Decay tell that story in the future. Okay, so let's just go, man. Like I think it's time. Yeah, let's get somebody in here.
Right.
Oh, dude, Creeper Betty has the golden Between Realities logo next to her name.
No way.
First time I've seen.
Oh yeah! Wow.
That's gorgeous.
That is.
How do I get one of those?
I think you have to be a member for. Is it 6 months or a year? I can't remember. I think it's a year or something.
Why am I not? Do we need to be? No, that's like you throw away money if you're a member of your own channel, right?
Well, you'd just be giving 30% of it to YouTube and the rest of it comes back to you. So yeah, you would be. You'd be throwing away 30% of your money.
But I want the logo. I want the logo.
You want the logo? I'll send you the PNG file. How about that?
No.
You can put it on a shirt.
Wow. This is lovely. Okay. Let's see here. Okay, yeah, let's go. Let's bring in a guest.
All right, sweet. All right. Okay, so I am going to hit the call button. And let's see if I can see it. I can't see it is the problem. Hold on a second. These screens are far away.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, I'm not even on the right thing. What the heck, man? What am I, new?
Yeah, you know. It's all good. This is just an easy breezy episode, baby. You know I mean?
Easy breezy, lemon squeezy.
You take your time. This is the one day I won't fire you.
Oh, who do we have here?
Who do we have here? Oh my God, Mike Newton, Qcreator. What's up, dude? Hey! Bro, is it the weekend or not?
The weekend, absolutely. The weekend. The UK. I'm coming from my mother's front room.
Nice.
A lovely, amazing woman, that mother of yours, by the way.
Yeah.
If you guys were living under a rock over the summer, you would maybe have missed that we did Game On Expo and that Qcreator came out and helped us do it. And while he was there at Game On Expo, we had like a little call with his mom all the way in the UK. And he introduced us to his mom on the phone, and it was lovely.
Lovely lady. Tell her we said what's up.
I will. She's taken her hearing aids out and gone to bed, so I can't tell her until the morning.
Oh, that's okay. Let her know in the morning.
She won't hear me.
But you can be up all night gaming, just like screaming, hooting and hollering, and it's all good.
Yeah, absolutely.
I love it. Well, dude, how much fun was Game On Expo, brother?
Oh my God, that was so much fun. You know, that's what I live for. You know, I got in. I gave you a really bad answer a year ago when you asked me why did I get into VR, what happened, and I said I put a headset on, which is a dumb answer. What had happened is I had a stroke, and all my doctors in rural Indiana said, what you get back in a year is all you're going to get back, which is a really depressing thing to hear, you know. So when I put the headset on, it opened the world up, you know. It was the start of the pandemic, and, you know, I really got involved socially and actively started to grow. And so for me, doing the Game On Expo was kind of a cherry on the top of the cake for me, because I got to give back to the community that had given me so much and enabled me to grow and progress out of this stroke mentality that I had been given by doctors to what I am now. And it was fantastic. Seeing the kids and the people that screaming and yelling, you know, Rich's plank and stuff, and, you know, putting a headset on a kid and he'd be fishing in VR fishing and he'd go, I got one. And you go, no, can't you see? And I'd go, we can't see, you've got a headset on, you know. But, you know, one guy was kissing the fish and stuff. It was so much fun. It was amazing. It was amazing 3 days.
Man,
you know, it was hard work because it was 7 in the morning till 10 at night.
Yeah,
they were long days, dude.
Days.
But it went by like that, you know. It was fantastic. It was, you know, and I got to meet Mickyberr. I got to room with him. And the thing is, we would go back after the show, and we'd go back to our Airbnb, and he and I would share stories about our VR experience. And we were coming from the same place. And we were talking until 1, 2 in the morning. And then we'd be up at 7. Right-eyed and bushy-tailed.
Who needs sleep?
That's so great. And I really have to say that I appreciate you sharing more intimately like the details about like your life after your stroke and how you used VR and stuff like that. We had a chance to sit down during the Game On Expo, and like I was like pretty much grilling you, you know. I'm like, okay, what did it feel like? What was this like? What was that like? How long did this take to happen? You know, and like I really appreciate you like getting in there and like explaining it to me, because you know, it's fascinating stuff, and I don't have any experience with that kind of thing. Like a lot of people suffer from strokes throughout their lives, and a lot of people suffer from other things, and it's crazy to think that something like a VR headset could be leveraged to help a recovery. Like, in what ways did VR like directly help you post-stroke?
It gave me a safe place to be, you know, where people didn't judge me because I've got a tremor in my hands and stuff, so they didn't judge me. You know, I was in social VR and walkabout mini golf, and everybody plays bad in that. So it didn't matter if I was hitting the ball backwards and what I was doing. But it gave me a safe place to be and talk and learn and things. I used to get, Mash will hate this, cooking programs. And there was one ancient something, recipes or something, and you put these things on a skewer, and I couldn't put them on a skewer. I still can't put them on a skewer. I've going, you know. So, you know, it both helped me mentally to be around people and to talk, because I had 4 weeks of speech therapy before the speech therapist in rural Indiana, they fired her. I was like, you can't fire her. I haven't learned to speak yet.
Oh my goodness.
I don't know if we're supposed to laugh at that, but it sounded funny.
Yeah, right?
Okay.
Don't move to rural Indiana.
Apparently not.
But I learned to talk again, you know, bit by bit, and I was encouraged. And I was always involved in the music industry. I got a degree in computer music when I was 20 in 1980, way back when. So I was always involved in tech. So, you know, VR gave me the opportunity to get more involved and buy equipment, and now it's crazy, you know, all the equipment and stuff. You know,
this is a very expensive addictive habit that we're in here. VR is not a cheap one to be hooked on, you know.
Well, in the 90s, I used 3D Studio to make 3D worlds. So I was used to it. So I got Unity, and I was like, oh, this is great. You know, VR chat and alt space that used to be back then. I was uploading worlds, and I was going, oh, wow, I can go in them. I was
That's
amazed.
Rad. That's so cool. You know? So you've actually uploaded worlds to VR chat and contributed to VR in that way too. That's so cool. Right on.
Not a lot of people can say that, actually.
We set up a 12-step, you know, because I was in the music industry, so I got a history of bad things, you know. So we set up a 12-step meetings over the pandemic in alt space. It was originally, now it's in VR chat, and we have like 3 or 4 meetings every week, you know, 20 people per meeting.
Wow.
And they're in Horizon Worlds now and stuff, so they're growing, you know.
Wow, that's amazing. I can't believe I've never thought about like a support group.
I know.
In VR, because you know, you're talking about a safe space. Like, what safer of a space can you find?
Yeah, because, you know, those groups, they have Zoom meetings, but people can turn their camera off and sit on their phone doing something else and not paying attention and stuff. But when you're in VR, you're in VR.
Yep.
You're looking around at people, so you're really there. A lot of people have said they got more out of those meetings, our meetings in VR, than they ever did out of one-to-one therapy on Zoom and crap like that.
Man, that's so cool. I love to hear about great ways that VR is like making a positive impact on people's lives, other than just going in and shooting stuff. I mean, I love going in there and shooting stuff, but actually having people like heal and find other people to talk to, and I think it's just great, man. Well, and it's wonderful. to Mike's point, like they were already doing Zoom and stuff. Like they had people to talk to, but being in VR, just like that sense of presence provides something that makes that more profound. It makes it easier to do. And we could argue about what that is all day, presence or immersion or whatever, but at the end of the day, it's VR, baby. Like that's the magic of VR. I agree.
And I think VR has got so much more to give us that we haven't even thought about yet.
You're absolutely right. We're going to see it, man. It's coming. It's all heading down the road. There's, we've seen so much already, and this is just the beginning. This is just the beginning.
Like you say, Skiva, when people say, "What do you do?" and you say, "Okay." Here
we go.
That is one of my favorite parts of the intro. Is your baseball swing?
Well, that was me for while I was in VR in the early days. I would go, "Oh, right, then you go."
Dude,
too many things,
we got two super chats from Classy Grandma while you've been on Qcreator. We might just keep you on. She said, "I so understand what you mean about the healing power of VR. Love you, Mike." And she also dropped a $2 super chat earlier. Said, "Hey to Mike Newton's mom." So you got some love from Classy Grandma coming out right now, Qcreator.
Yeah.
Heck yeah.
I'm going to see you all at CES too.
Yeah. All right. I love to hear that. CES is one of the coolest expos there is, and it's where we throw our VR party, and it's going to be rad. And to have you there would be absolutely amazing. So I hope you come, man.
The designated driver.
Nice, BDD.
I'll take a DD. I love DDs. So what? I mean, real quick before we move on, Mike. What have you been doing in VR lately? Like, what's pulling you into the headset?
What's pulling me into the headset? Well, meetings every week. I'm playing. I walkabout mini golf and stuff like. I've got my Quest 2 with me here. And I'm just itching because I got a Quest 3 waiting for me back in the States. I go back on the 15th of November. A headset and a Boba VR stuff, and I've got a PlayStation, which I was addicted to No Man's Sky, and I'm just jonesing for it right now.
Oh, dude. Right? Oh, it's so good on the PSVR 2. It's so good. Man, you're going to go home and you get all this crazy stuff to do. You have all these mixed reality experiences, all of these new and enhanced VR experiences on the Quest 3, a more comfortable headset, and you got a lot of No Man's Sky to play. So that is rad.
It is rad.
So that's what I'm looking forward to. Right now, I'm just playing golf.
That's cool. Well, let us know what you think of the Quest 3 when you get back stateside, and jump into our Discord and tell us, because I'm interested in your thoughts. I bet you that you're really gonna like it. I find this headset to be like the most accessible in terms of just how comfortable it is to get in and out of stuff, and I bet you're gonna like it.
And the hand tracking is killer, and it tracks better in dark lighting situations. It's just good. It's just a good headset.
Oh, and one other thing, Mike, Gamertag VR said for $1.99 or £1.99 he donated to make sure that we said, please tell Q he is a superstar from me. That's from Gamertag VR. Boom, there it is.
My mate back here.
He's the real deal. All right, dude. Well, it's time for us to move on, but we love you. We miss you. And I guess we'll see you in January.
Heck yeah. Right around the corner, buddy.
Well, if I don't put No Man's Sky down.
Fair enough. Well, say hi to Mom for us, and we'll catch you soon, brother.
Okay, take care,
See you,
guys.
Mike. Bye-bye.
That's
Bye.
Qcreator, Mike Newton.
Heck yeah.
Hello, goodbye. Creeper Betty dropped $2 to say, hey, Mike, let's play some No Man's Sky when you get back.
Oh, nice.
I love it.
Nice.
Thanks
for that super chat as well.
Yeah. What's up, Fox Uchiha? Thanks for being here. Little Fox action. Brandon VR sliding in.
What's up, guys? Thanks for coming.
A little Silver Nexus. First time showing.
Sweet.
Apparently
Thanks for
this is where
coming.
the streamers come. Yeah, this is the inside group.
Yep.
Right here.
This is where to be.
At Between Realities. It just really doesn't get any better, to be honest. Your search is over. You stay here. Except for you got to keep yourself busy for the next 2 to 3 months.
While we're on
Or
break.
here's a nice fun idea. On our break, listen to some old episodes. I bet you will really enjoy listening to an episode from years past with a guest that you think is cool. So
yeah, a lot of some of the podcasts, that talk about current games and what's coming up, it's a little harder to re-listen because those games are already out and whatever. But if you want to go back and check out the people that have created this industry and made this industry kind of what it is, and that doesn't really, these episodes don't really age. It's someone telling their story, and we're learning more about them, and it's absolutely great. So go back and check out some of these episodes because we have some bangers, man. We have some amazing guests. Absolutely amazing.
That we do, and we're going to be saying hi to another community member of ours in a minute, as long as they hit the right button for
ready?
videos.
Well, yeah, I got to hit the button.
You got to hit it. Cool.
I got to hit it.
Simon
You
says
ready?
VR. What's up, yo?
What's
Thanks
up,
for
Simon?
joining us. All right, yeah, get him in here.
All right, let's see who we got. Who do we got?
Everybody, please welcome to Between Realities, Mickyberr, the king of codes. What's up, dude?
Uh-oh.
Say that again, sir?
Yeah, say it again.
How you guys doing?
Hey, we're good, brother. You are literally the king of codes, man. I cannot believe how many games you share across all of the VR live chats.
Right?
It is insane. Like, what happened? Like, are you like Santa Claus in real life? Like, and you just like distributing gifts?
I'm getting ready. No, I got into VR. I like it. Actually, so much. And when I see the games that go so deep, get all these bundles, I just want to share. So I'll buy the bundles, and then when we're chat, I'll just pass out, put the codes out there. Hopefully, people get as much enjoyment out of it.
Well,
you're breaking up.
Yeah, I'll translate. So he said he buys bundles and he distributes them because he's a badass. But yeah, your audio is sounding like dog shit right now. Like
I don't know what happened. We actually did a test call earlier and you sounded great.
I know.
But
so
thanks for coming in. Anyway. I appreciate you.
I wonder this. Are you using the proper input for your microphone? Like if you click the cogwheel on the bottom left and choose your input device, is that the microphone that you'd prefer to be using for the call? And if not, maybe switch it to a different one. I don't know if you have multiple mics hooked up on your setup.
That's the one. Well, I'll go to the laptop and see what happens.
Well, hey, you sound a little better right now, to be honest.
Yeah. I think it's just a little in and out.
Yeah.
Maybe I was a little loud. I'll drop the DVs on that.
Yeah. You're sounding pretty good right now. I mean, it's like, well, good, relatively anyway. You sound like you're calling into like a radio show on the 90s. Like in the 90s.
Which is great. Like it's kind of what's happening here, right?
It is. It is. Sports talk.
That kind of back there. Is this better?
Yeah, it's good enough.
We can hear you now.
It's good enough.
Look at that! Look at that shirt you're wearing too. I don't know. Let me see if I can.
Oh, yeah, dude. He's got the the Q2C shirt.
Nice. We got Todd and Eric and D on there. That's pretty awesome. Love it.
I love it. Gamertag VR in the chat said, wow, such a generous guy, talking about your distribution of codes and keys and bundles and all. But I know you to be a generous guy from donating your time to us, just like Qcreator at Game On Expo. And not only that, hardware. Like there was a moment at Game On Expo where we were short a headset and Mickyberr's like, don't worry about it. And runs and grabs his Quest Pro and brings it over and let everybody use his Quest Pro for the entire weekend. And meanwhile, I've got a Quest Pro chilling at my house, and I'm like, I'm not bringing that. It's mine. And you are so generous and amazing that you let everybody use it.
And Mickey helped me out as well when my my index died.
Sorry about that, guys.
Oh yeah, no worries, man. No worries. We were just saying how my index, I spilled coffee in it, and I was so devastated and so sad, and it just got destroyed. And Mickey came through and sent me his index. Like what? What a dude?
What do you do? Who are you?
He's VR Santa.
Yeah. Can you hear us? Okay, dude.
Oh.
Let's reconnect the call.
You may have lost the audio here. We're gonna hang up and we're gonna reconnect with Mickey.
Yeah, let's reconnect it.
All right, let's see.
I thought he was Virtual Steve said I thought he was calling from prison at first. But then he said this man does the VR Lord's work.
He does. He absolutely does. What a great dude.
I mean, who hooks it up with an index, man? Like that's insane.
I know. Here, we're gonna pop back in, see what happens here.
Okay. The patron saint of pay it forward, says Duggars K.
Heck yeah.
For real.
Hey, Mickey.
I'm back. Is this gotten any better at all?
Yes.
Yeah, you sound good. Can you hear us?
Yeah, I can hear you.
Awesome. Perfect.
Cool. So anyway, we're just over here saying how great you are. You haven't missed much. I'm sure you get showered with this everywhere you walk. But let's talk a little bit about your perspective of coming out and hanging out at Game On Expo. What would you say would be the highlight of your experience while you were here in Phoenix with us?
Well, I had many, just meeting everybody, rooming with Qcreator, then meeting you guys, Q2C group. I mean, everybody and I had a great time and putting all those people into VR.
Yeah.
Just having all the people come in and you put them in the headset and like Qcreator said, they get so lost as soon as they put it on and they're doing all kinds of things. I didn't even have their controllers on, and they're trying to grab them and move as well. It was a great time. I did enjoy it.
I remember there was a girl that came in who was the biggest Five Nights at Freddy's fan I had ever seen, and we put her in Mickey's headset and put her in Five Nights at Freddy's, and she saw one of the robots up close and like cried. It was crazy.
Wow.
She like lost her mind, man.
Like with happiness. Like,
yeah, she was just like, "Oh my god, this is the best!" It was so cool, man. I love seeing people react like that. It's fantastic.
It is fantastic. Yeah, I mean, you were pretty much on Five Nights at Freddy's the whole time over the weekend, weren't you? Did you do any other demos, or was it all Five Nights?
No, it was all Five Nights. I helped out a couple times.
Oh, I think you froze.
Yeah, we'll give him.
We got a frozen Mickey.
Give him another little second ski.
Little second. See if Mickey comes back to us. The last time this happened, his computer died. I bet you that's what happened. Mickey's been having some computer problems. So I guess we'll say goodbye to Mickey, at least for now.
Can we just leave his frozen image up for the rest of the episode?
I know. He's like, such a good dude.
Put it on the side somewhere. That's fine, right?
Poor Mickey.
Well,
frozen Mickey.
We appreciate you coming out even with some technical difficulties, Mickey. Like we said earlier, you are just so generous with your time and your resources, and it's clear that you love VR, and we love you for that. So thanks for being a part of our community episode. And, I guess go out and buy a new computer and a new camera and a new microphone and a whole set of lights. And then next year, we'll do this right. Cool. All right.
Yeah, well, it can be tough to, some of this stuff is just a pain in the butt, man. There's so much technical stuff that can go wrong.
We make it look easy.
Yeah, here. Right.
You know what I mean? We haven't made anything look as easy as we did when we did the upload show, the Backseat VR Developer.
Oh, I know.
Like that show.
That was the hardest. You wouldn't ever think it by looking at it, but I have never had so many technical issues to deal with and sound routing and oh God.
I know.
Man. I'm kind of glad it's over, to be honest with you.
It was fun. It was really cool, but damn, was that a pain in the ass.
It was. It absolutely was.
All right, cool. Let's keep it rolling.
All right, cool. Let's do it.
Yep, let's get somebody else up in here.
All right.
This is pretty fun. I like doing this. I wish we got a little bit more Mickey, but
let's
it's okay.
Spin the wheel of VR community guests and see.
Mickyberr is in the house. That's cool. Hey. Any relation or what? And Snowtoad dropping the £2 super chat, saying, "What a generous guy Mickey is. What a generous guy Snowtoad." Oh, holy crap!
Oh. Whoa! What do we have here?
Is that? Hey, what's going on?
Is that Andy Obscure Nerd Southern? Andy Obscure Nerd VR Southern.
That's my full name. That's my correct title. That's what my mom calls me.
Beautiful.
Look at how cozy this setup is right here. Like we got
a sleeping cat.
Yeah, we got is that a digital fire in the background or is it a real one?
No, it's digital. I can't afford a real place, so I just stole a monitor from the trash.
Bro,
it's beautiful. It's so cozy. I'm going to come over and hang out.
Lovely to see you. Oh my God, you look amazing. Your camera is on point. Your space is on point. You've been leveling up as a YouTuber, bro. 10K.
I'm trying my best. We're hitting the next generation.
Yeah.
10,000 subscribers for Obscure Nerd VR. It just happened. We are literally celebrating it right now. Congratulations.
Well deserved.
Thank you. Yeah, it was big. It's been a big push. So I was excited. I woke up today and saw that, and I was like, we're not losing them yet.
Nice, man. I love the content that you make. I especially like when you hop in with virtual AI people and get them to admit to murders and have all kinds of weird stuff happen. It's my fave.
I've been having a lot of fun because, like, especially from like the comedy and narrative side, using AI as like a bouncing off like improv mechanism is like, it's a whole new lane of like type of content that you can do, because the AI will give you something that you would never have thought of working with, and you can just run with it.
Man, AI improv. I never even thought of that. That's so cool.
Wow.
Yeah.
Wow.
Are you working on a routine or what? Like, I could see you taking this to the stage, like pulling an AI up there with you and getting weird with it.
You can totally talk to ChatGPT now, right? You stick it on a microphone, you get to go.
I should get one of those, those projector boxes. I don't know why I'm doing this. You know what boxes look like? They have like there's a company, Proto something. They make these giant projectors where you can have like a virtual like avatar there.
Yep.
Imagine my AI girlfriend, my homicidal AI girlfriend in that box. We just do an hour together.
Yeah, dude, that would be
nonstop.
That would be amazing. I would so go to that show no matter where.
Well, and you could get some like really fun like crowd participation in something like that too. It could be like, okay, everybody, what does she do for a living? Like get some fun stuff like that going.
And the AI probably can remember if you give it enough context of like, this is the setup, this is what you do, let's run with it.
It will. And if you need any help setting it up and training it to have certain characteristics and stuff, I can totally help you with that. Because oh man, I have fallen down the AI rabbit hole so hard. It's like all XR and AI for me, and I love it.
Yeah. That's been kind of the fun thing is I this year I've been more leaning into my channel from being just VR to being more of like nerd-centric comedy. So it can be, stuff involving AI, VR, Second Life, metaverse, whatever, is interesting in that realm now.
That's awesome.
Has the direction of your channel been something that's a result of like what you see is working, or are you like just like doing whatever you want and just like hoping that it works and it turns out that it is?
It's a little of both. I like keeping it like really general. So I try every other video to be about like a sort of different like area of like nerd or tech culture. Because at the end of the day, I just like finding things that I think are interesting or weird and involving tech, and just finding the funniest way to like get a reaction out of the product, if that makes sense.
Yeah, totally.
So yeah, like obviously the AI girlfriend stuff always like works for me. So I run with that. But really anything that I think could be interesting to like bounce off of.
Yeah, and I mean, I'm assuming you're still like thoroughly enjoying your experience when you're making these. You're not like, oh god, I gotta make another AI girlfriend video today. Like,
yeah, exactly.
You're still having
Sometimes
fun.
I'll take a month off at those, and I'll be like, okay, that one was heavy.
Yeah, like I like look at people like SoulFox, and I think when we had SoulFox on the show, I asked him a similar question, but about like his involvement with Rec Room. I was like, yo, like you're in Rec Room a lot. Like, is that because it works or because like Rec Room is just your thing? And I think he had a similar answer, kind of like a little bit of both kind of thing. Every time he makes a Rec Room video, it pops off. So like, that's fun. It's like fun when your video
and if
pops
you
up.
enjoy it, and it's like, it's like that's a double whammy. That's why I made the YouTube channel for, to be able to like create what I like and hopefully find our weird people out there.
Well, and dude, like, maybe this isn't good advice, but it's certainly the approach that I have taken, and that the one that, like, if somebody asked me, I would tell them. But I really do think that, like, the authentic approach and like the putting creative expression as like as your priority is the way to do this stuff. Like if you're focused entirely on like what you think is going to get clicked on or like what people are going to watch or whatever, then like you're just like a puppet to the algorithm versus like creatively expressing yourself in a way that's authentic and that hopefully people will connect with.
Exactly. Yeah. I call it the slow and steady approach, because it's like, my channel probably could have grown a lot faster if I did other types of like trending content, but now over the course of 3 years, like the people who are still here, and it is still growing steadily, just, slowly, everyone who is still with the channel is like really into the personality of it and the style of storytelling. And that's the kind of space that I'm trying to build, I guess.
Yeah. Same here, like, obviously
you guys are killing it.
Oh, thank you. I appreciate that, but we don't have 10,000 subscribers like Andy ObscureNerdVR Southern.
It's coming.
Is it?
I'll send the waves. We'll send the nerd waves.
Although, to be fair, like, we're not doing everything that we could be doing to grow the channel. And that's like what I was talking about earlier. It's like, for me, like creating like clips and like trying to do all this stuff is not an authentic expression. It's just not. Like, I wish
for you, it's
for
not.
me,
Right,
it's
right.
not. For me, it's not.
Right.
Otherwise, I would be doing it. Like, and I know that if I did it, it would grow our channel and like people would watch more and all of that. But like, I try and I'm like, this sucks. Like, I don't feel good right now. Like,
and you can see the good effects of your approach, because like, all the opportunities that you guys have been doing outside of this space, just in the VR space in general, outside of this channel, have been because of the authentic approach to it, I think, as opposed to, people aren't going to be like, oh, this he makes, really awesome, like clickbait. Let's get him to host the show or whatever. Like, they do it because of what you're doing.
Well, thank you, dude. Yeah, and like I appreciate that, and we know that, right? Like, we are aware that like we have managed to create some kind of influence by doing this show, even if we don't have 60,000 minimum subscribers, that kind of thing. But
when I saw that, I was like, dang, I gotta start doubling down on the AI stuff.
It makes sense though, because, and I think the way that they put it was like, with so many creators that are like up and coming and like doing amazing things, like we gotta make this tough, like we have to make it hard. And at the end of the day, like maybe we are making an impact in the VR space, but we don't have the kind of reach that these people have. And that is so powerful. Like, the fact that they can post a video and it goes to like 500,000 people is insane.
Yeah.
Insane.
You get 20, 30,000 sales in a second. Crazy.
Well, yeah, it can really control the conversation too with how things go for like people who are not in the space, which is most VR consumers, I think.
Yeah, absolutely. And honestly, like when I think about YouTube, like I only signed in and started liking and subscribing to stuff on YouTube like when I had already gotten somewhat involved in the VR space. I was like watching videos and wanting to win giveaways, and that's why I signed in finally. But I used YouTube for the entirety of YouTube without signing in or subscribing or liking anything. Wild. And I think a lot of people are like that. Like,
really?
I think there's a huge chunk of people on YouTube who are not liking or subscribing to anything.
That's wild, because most people, I feel like, have a Gmail account, and that's all you need. You don't have to sign up for YouTube. You literally just click your account. So, in this day and age, that's pretty wild that that's still the case, especially where YouTube gives you actually really good experience when it knows the types of things that you like to watch. Yeah. Like if I scroll through my feed, I could lose a day.
Well, it still does. I mean? It still does, even though I'm not signed in, or maybe I'm signed in, but like I just don't engage. There's a lot of that happens more than I think a lot of people might realize. So when you see 500,000 subs, they have a bigger audience than that.
For sure.
Oh yeah,
it's impressive.
It is impressive.
Yep.
It's a beautiful journey.
It is indeed. So what's new, man? Are you in the Quest 3? You messing around with it? Like, what's going on?
Quest 3 has changed my world. This thing is amazing. I had to reach. I don't know why I did that for dramatic effect.
I love it.
Big reveal. No, this thing is amazing. Because the only headsets I've tested a lot of headsets, but all I ever owned was a 2016 HTC Vive launch model, which was awesome at the time, but the resolution on that is not usable anymore. And then I went from that to the Quest 2, which my Quest 2, I had done so much developer code stuff with it that the operating system in that is just broken. It's every time I launch it, there's 8 new errors. So when I got this Quest 3 with the upgraded lenses and the resolution, it's just it's made me fall back in love with VR because it's a whole new new game.
Good. It's so good. There's so many things that headset does right. And I can't. Can you imagine that there are so many people that is the very first thing they're ever going to try in VR? Is they're going to put on a Quest 3.
Yeah,
and some of them are not going to have their lives changed by it, which
those are the people I don't even care to talk to.
I will say, one of my best friends, I've been trying to get him into VR for 3 years, and he kept saying, I'm waiting for, he's an engineer, he's big into the techs, and he's I'm waiting for the resolution to be at the right price to resolution scale for what I want. 'Cause he's I want to try it when it looks really good. And the Quest 3 I found was it's $500. It's twice as powerful as the 2, just buy it. And he put it on. He's I'm glad I waited for this because this was unreal. Mm-hmm. And he's all in now.
Have
awesome.
you used the Quest Pro, Andy, or just the Quest 3?
I've used it. Yeah,
you've used it. There's a question, Metaverse Josh in the chat saying, "I've got a Quest Pro. Is the 3 worth getting still?" And I think that's a kind of a hard question.
Yeah, that is a hard question. I don't know. I don't know.
I think my short answer would be no.
Yeah.
It depends on how much VR you're doing, to be frank, and
how comfortable you find the Quest Pro.
That
right
for sure. Yeah. But in terms of the Quest Pro has color pass through. Mm-hmm. It's not quite as good as the Quest 3, but it's still decent. It's way better than the Quest 2.
Oh yeah.
And
the lenses are phenomenal. It has eye tracking and face tracking, which the Quest 3 does not. So you'd be giving that up.
That would be nice to have.
I like having both, and it's insane to think that, but I love having a Quest Pro for when I go into Meta Horizon avatar based experiences, so I can have my facial stuff captured. And I will probably be using my Quest 3 for just about everything else. So your call, dude. I would say probably not, but if you've got the money and you love VR, get it. You probably won't regret it.
Yeah, for sure.
It's fun to have. And it's nice to have 2 headsets now, because now when I have friends over, I'll just be hey, let's jam something, and I'll take the Quest 2 and they can have the Quest 3. And
nice.
It's pretty nice for social stuff.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, I mean, that'd be so sick doing have your buddy over and you guys sit on the couch and doing some online 2v2 Demio battles, you and the homie taking on people on the internet, sitting there drinking beers,
or you sit around the same Demio board and you play and you're both seeing the exact same thing.
Yeah.
True that's wild.
True that.
Which is cool. Amazing.
It is. I love Demio.
Yeah, me too.
So good.
Tell us one more thing and then we're going to get rid of you.
Thank you guys for having me. Whenever you guys are done here, later today, I'm doing a birthday live stream and 10K subscriber live stream on my channel. Whenever you guys are finished. So shout out to that. And I love you guys and I love everybody here. You're all amazing.
Dude.
And congrats on the new season.
Thank you, man.
And we love you.
We do.
All of us. Everyone in this chat. I know. They told me all individually.
Yeah, you're the real deal, bro. Thanks for being a part of the Between Realities family, man. It's been years now. Yeah. It's weird to think about, but it's been years.
It's wild. That's wild. I can't wait to the next however many years it's been.
Dude, I don't know, man. I think a lot of us are here for good. We're probably...
I ain't going nowhere.
A lot of us are going to know each other for the rest of our lives, which is really weird to think about. Because if you think about that, then we are literally still just getting started. We're still in the first, I'm in my first 4 years in this industry.
We're halfway through Act 1 of this play, baby.
Yep. Yep. Amen.
I can't wait.
True that. All right. Well, we love you. Stay in touch and congrats on 10K. And we'll be tuning in to your live stream after this.
Thank you guys. Much love. I'll see you soon. I'll be in the chat. I love everybody else.
See you, brother.
Right on, dude.
Keep VRing.
Right on. See you later, buddy.
Q2C VR gamer Eric Mash Daddy Cool Masher.
The man.
Dropping $5 on us.
The man.
He just said 3 legends. Great seasons. Great season, boys. Thanks, man.
Love you, Eric. For real, dude.
We had
you're the best.
Impact Reality on as a guest, right? Just a few episodes ago.
We did.
That was lovely.
Did. Eric's great, and you can see him all over the place. You can see him on VR Crewcast, on Q2C VR Gamer, on Virtual Strangers, on the Impact Reality podcast. Oh my God, I don't even know. He's
stupid.
Everywhere, and he's awesome.
Yeah, if you're not seeing Eric Masher, you don't love VR.
Yeah, for real. For real. Oh man, that's awesome.
Mrs. Grey Wolf, hello. Ow! Little baby
Mrs.
howl.
Grey Wolf, how's
little
it going?
baby howl for Mrs. Grey Wolf.
Ow! All right, you ready for this next one?
Run it.
Let's see what we got here. Let's see who's it coming. See if they pick up the phone.
Oh, dude.
Hello, caller.
For the record, if anybody doesn't pick up, you're banned. Banned. Hey. Holy crap! It's Kensei VR.
Hey,
Kensei Gaming VR, our homie. What's up, man?
What is up, Kensei?
Nothing too much. Nothing too much. How are you guys?
Pretty good, dude. Look at you. Looking good there. You got the nice lighting going on.
What a setup.
Yeah, looks
Do you
good.
like it?
Yeah, it looks great, man.
Thank you.
Absolutely.
It's from my flat screen days.
Nice.
Dude.
No more flat screen.
Back in the retro days.
No more flat screen. So that's an interesting thing. Like,
he still flat screens a little.
Yeah, I was like, hold on.
This game from Tarkov.
I know. That's a good reason to go to flat screen. That's a cool game, man.
That's my all-time favorite game of all time. So it's hard to not go back to it and have fun with it, because especially since they're always updating. But yeah, that's the only flat screen game where I'm like, I can go back to this. But everything else, I'm like, yeah, I need it in VR. But Ghost of Tabor is my Escape from Tarkov in VR. So
yeah.
It's your escape from Tarkov.
It's my escape from Tarkov. Exactly.
That's amazing. I've said this on the show plenty of times, but I am still very much a flat screen gamer. What the?
Sorry. I broke the immersion.
Don't do that, man.
I broke the immersion.
Don't fucking do that. But yeah, I'm still very much a flat screen gamer. Like I play, although I'm taking a break now from Rocket League because that. Let me tell you something, people. You've never been stressed out unless you've played Rocket League. Like that
100%
game is so stressful. Like I like most of the time when I'm playing games, I'm chilling. Like even if I'm losing, I'm like taking it on the chin. But in Rocket League, God, I feel like a worthless human. I'm like, when I'm just like getting dunked on in Rocket League, I'm like, what am I doing with my life? Like, why am I here? Like, I've been playing this game for like years and years and years, and I'm just getting dunked on in platinum still. Like,
that's fun.
I hate it.
Dude, I just buy a 6-year-old. Yeah, like 6 years old, and they know how to do all these crazy moves in Rocket League, and I'm just like, you know what? I'm gonna put the controller down. I just can't do it. Oh wait, do you play on controller or mouse and key?
Controller. Yeah, I usually play on console, but even if I'm on my PC, I'm gonna use a controller.
Yep,
man, I bought a flat game just 2 days ago or something. I bought the new Super Mario game. So wait, what's it called? Super Mario
Wonder.
Wonder. And I have never I don't think there's ever been a Mario game that I haven't purchased. At least a solo Mario game. I don't mean like Mario and Sonic in the Olympics or like yeah, exactly. I actually did get Mario Rabbids.
Oh, did you?
It was pretty good. But I just still love Mario. I love Nintendo stuff, and I love the platforming. No one can make a platformer like Nintendo, man. Like it's so magical. It's so good. So I haven't fired it up yet, but I plan on it. I got a trip coming up to the Netherlands here soon, right, for the VR Awards. So I got some stuff happening.
On that, by the way.
Oh,
super awesome. So you get to go to the Netherlands?
Yeah, man. Going to Rotterdam and Amsterdam, and it's gonna be rad. It's gonna be rad.
I want to go to Netherlands.
Yeah, and Alex is going to host the thing. Yeah. You get there in a plane. If you want, you can hop into my suitcase.
I thought I was going to go with you.
You can, buddy.
Tall enough where you probably have a suitcase that's my size.
Yeah. Oh, you would actually fit in my suitcase, I think.
Perfect.
Yeah. If you've scrunched up, fetal position. Yep.
Yeah, fetal position. Yep. It'll be perfect. I'll be comfortable as long as I have some water to drink because it's probably a long flight.
No,
so.
It's a very long flight.
You don't take water on the planes. That's like.
Oh wait, you can't. Yeah, you can't take water bottles or anything on the plane. You're right.
You can't. You can't.
To the baggage thing down below, like a drink, cocktail, whatever. It'll be good.
I have come to the conclusion that the whole thing with them taking away your water bottles at security is nothing but them making more money, because you throw away a brand new water most of the time. You walk through the thing and you buy a new water at the other side. Yeah. It's like, and those waters are like $10, right? Or
I'm
whatever.
going to the refill station, and like, yeah, maybe it's not the best water.
A refill station, but you bring the bottle? You just dump out what's in there?
Yeah, I will
bring
usually.
an empty bottle?
I'll usually travel with an empty bottle.
Oh wow,
that's crazy. I never even thought about.
I haven't either.
First off, I need to travel in order to have that. But theoretically, I would have never thought of that. Like just an empty water bottle, and just going like, you know what? I got an empty one. Don't worry about me.
You guys are making me feel smart for being normal. I appreciate that. Traveling Man dropped 10. Well, just normally smart. Traveling Man dropped $10 on us. Boom. He said, chat is nothing but legends. Great guest, great show. Thanks, bro.
Oh,
chat's pretty insane.
It's pretty sick.
Cool peeps. It's been amazing though, seeing like the VR community and learning so much from the VR community as well. But the most monumental thing for me in the VR community, which includes chat, is how kind everybody is. Like coming from like flat screen world to the VR world, and then you're like, wait a second, it's like night and day. It's the weirdest, still to me, the weirdest concept where I'm like, they're doing it here, why can't they do it there? So I don't know. It's
just a show. People, there are good people out there. It's just like once there's enough people in a thing, the crappy people are usually the loudest and they drown everyone else out, right? So these are the golden years. Appreciate these years of VR, because eventually it's gonna be like flat screen gaming.
Don't say that.
Yeah.
My perspective is that, like I said earlier, like there's somebody who's going to put on the Quest 3 who's never been into VR before, and it won't change their life. And what I really mean when I say that is that there are some people out there in the world who are dumb idiots. Like, you are stupid if you can put a headset on and not be blown away. And I'm grateful to be of the upper echelon of humanity. Like, and that's why our community is so amazing, because everyone who's here gets it, and you need to be there to get it. You know what I mean? So here we are. Like, we all get it, and we'll endure the motion sickness, and we'll endure the friction and the heaviness of the headset because we get it. And I think you got to be smart enough to get it, people. So if you're here and you're listening to this right now, go ahead and consider yourself better than everybody else on the planet.
I'm mediocre when it comes to intelligence, but I appreciate that.
Nah, that's not it.
But it's amazing putting on the VR headset. And it's crazy though with the motion sickness, because the first time I got into a VR headset, it was Tribe and Skiva that took me on a nice little adventure in Neos, and then Tribe and Skiva were like, well, let's test him. Let's see how he really handles VR. And they took me to the donut world. I had to well, first off, they made me fly. And I was like, well, how do you do? They're like, push that button. And I just launched myself in the air. And I'm like, okay, well, how do I come down? And they're just sitting there laughing hysterically. I'm like, you guys should have told back. But it was fun. It's amazing that my brain isn't smart enough to understand that there should be motion sickness. So my brain's like, wow, that's exactly where I need to be.
I want to dig into this a little bit, actually. But first, I want to give a shout out to Amelia Faust, dropping $1.49 on us as a super chat. Thank you, dear. And thank you for being a part of all of this. Rusty Nugget slid into the chat saying, what's up? Good to see you, Nuggy. And Kent Bai dropping in saying, congrats on your 7th season.
Thanks, Kent. Appreciate you, buddy.
We are such huge fans of you, Kent, and you already know that. It really means a lot that you stop by and say hello. So thank you so much. And I think season 8, we need to have another conversation, Kent. So
I agree.
We'll talk to you again soon, because it would be amazing to have you back on. And for the record, everybody, if you haven't checked out any of the 3 Kent Bai episodes of Between Realities, you should do that.
Go watch them
during our break. And you can even do them chronologically if you're a real OG and like you want something serious, because they almost has like this progression to the whole thing. Anyway, those episodes are phenomenal, and bust out your thesaurus and dictionary and listen in.
Bust out your
thesaurus.
You're gonna need it, because Kent's vocabulary is just on another level.
It is.
But Kent's, dude, it's been pretty cool, man, because I feel like I feel like I simultaneously like haven't known you for that long, but also like I feel like you've really shown up in the VR space. Like I see you all the time now, and I love it. And it's especially cool because you're right here in Arizona with us.
Yeah, thank you. It's been amazing really going head first, diving into VR and meeting such amazing people, including you and Skiva. But yeah, it's crazy to think about. Like, I only started in April 3rd was the first time I put on the headset. I'll never forget that day because Tribe sent me a headset because Tribe was like, you're getting into VR. Because I was contemplating it. I was like, well, I'm just going to get a Quest 2. And he goes, no, don't. Just wait. Quest 3 will come out soon. So just wait. I'm like, okay. So he sent me the Rift S. April 3rd was the first time I put it on. And I haven't been able to not be in VR all the time.
So how did you get so close with Tribe as a non-VR person to get him to send you a headset?
Tribe and I used to be part of this Discord. So right when I first started streaming, you know, the whole jazz where you're like, you got to join Discords and meet people and blah, blah, blah. So I did that. We did that whole thing. But then that Discord disbanded and Tribe and I were the only ones that still communicated. And Tribe was always the super awesome, like you should do this for your stream and like have cool power-ups while you're streaming and just go and then turn into Goku, and like he always had the coolest stuff for your stream, as you guys already know, based off his thumbnails. So and then from there we just always talked, but I was always just like playing Escape from Tarkov, and every time he'd be like, hey, I'm gonna go play Escape from Tarkov in VR. I'm like, I have no idea what you're talking about, dude. Like there's only one Escape from Tarkov. And he goes, yeah, there's Escape from Tarkov VR. And then from there and there, we kept progressing to the point where I was like, well, now I want to play this Escape from Tarkov in VR. And so I watched a video on Ghost of Tabor. And that's when I decided, I was like, I'm buying a VR headset because I have to try this. And that's when it got into this, the whole point of like, nope, you're not. Just wait. I'm going to send you a headset and try this, and then we'll go into Ghost of Tabor.
That's so sick.
So Tabor is really nailed you into it too, huh? So you got that Rift S, you went into Neos, and then Ghost of Tabor. Man, and imagine just starting with Ghost of Tabor. Woo,
that's what I
diving head first right into the awesome.
So since have you acclimated yourself to like the rest of the world of VR gaming, or do you find yourself like still kind of in the pocket and like playing Ghost of Tabor all the time?
Oh no, I've branched out because it's hard to just. It's hard for me as a gamer because I love video games. And then now that I'm in VR, I'm like, well, I want to try everything that's VR. I want to get, put my hands in there and just try everything out, because you really just don't know until you actually dive into some of those games to expand your conscience on like what's really out there. So I've had a lot of awesome people, Tribe being one of them, who's like show me so many different games. And so from there, I've just dived into as many games as I possibly can, because it's interesting what the future of gaming is going to be like, and being able to witness it in different aspects, because every game's kind of different, right? So it's interesting seeing like the different graphics, different gameplay. The only one I'm going to avoid is, I'll avoid some games. I won't say some games on here, maybe Job Simulator. Since Eric is so adamant about hating Beat Saber, I'm just going to say maybe Job Simulator, because I have to work. So I'm like, I don't want to do anything where I have to work again.
Dude, Job Simulator is so good. It's amazing. How can you say that?
It's so good. But it really is.
I will say, with Job Simulator, I think it was at Game On Expo where Todd was guiding the person with the disability. And I think they were playing Job Simulator, right?
I think so, yeah.
Yeah, so there was a person in a wheelchair who a young person, a kid, in a wheelchair, and Todd moved him around in real time while he was playing as a car mechanic in Job Simulator.
Yeah, so he could reach
reach everything. So he would say, okay, can you roll me to the right now? And Todd would just roll him to the right, and he could reach out and grab the thing. Okay, back to the left. And he sat there and did that for like at least 30 minutes. Like,
it was amazing.
It was so good.
It was beautiful.
Man, that was so cool.
Thank you for bringing that up. That was a beautiful moment. There's photos of that somewhere too.
Yeah, it was a beautiful moment for sure.
So what's a game that you didn't expect to like fall in love with, but when you tried it in VR, you were like, holy crap, I actually love this, and now you like it? Or maybe a game that you didn't expect to like, and now you do.
Ooh, that's a good question. Probably Quantar. Nice. Quantar isn't my normal type of game that I would play. I'm a shooter person, so a lot of those like Rumble, like Super Smash Bros. Type games. I wasn't never really a fan of that style of gameplay. And then I played Quantar. I'm like, oh, this game is so sick. I just want to play Quantar. It's like on my top 5. My top 5 favorite games to play is Quantar's on there.
Nice.
Very cool.
I do think a lot of people sleep on Quantar.
For sure. And it's free to play, people. Go out and grab it now. It's not going to cost you a dime.
You know what else is free? Subscribing to Kensei Gaming VR.
Yeah. On TikTok.
On TikTok.
Yep.
And on YouTube.
Yeah.
So
subscribe to Kensei everywhere.
Yeah, he's the real deal. He's one of us. Look at him. He's cut from our cloth, man. Like we're all, you know, if you're not following this guy, dude, you need to be.
Yep. Absolutely. Good content, great dude to game with, and just a good guy to have as a friend.
Yeah, man. Maybe we'll like hang out in real life, you know, while we're on the season break. You know, maybe get together and go do something fun, hit up an arcade or whatever.
Or check this out. There's a place called Putt Shack in Scottsdale.
Yes.
And it's lit. Have you been there?
I haven't, but I know all about it. Go ahead.
I do not know anything about it.
Dude, it's walkabout golf, but in real life.
Oh, that's cool.
Yeah. If you want to go do some walkaboots, we can do it here in the RL.
We're doing
all right. Let's do it. I'm in.
Yes. Okay.
It's now the beautiful time of year. So yeah, I'm down with being outside now.
Yeah. Because you know, I want to make this happen.
Yep. Let's go.
There's no reason that we're all here and we're not chilling. You know.
I know.
Right.
For reals.
Right. I agree.
So maybe like we get like a monthly hangout.
I'm sure we could even convince Tribe, be like, Tribe, we're all going to hang out. And he'll be like, oh, man. He'll come down and he'll fly down and do the thing.
Oh, man. That was perfect. Man was nailed it, Skiba. Nailed it.
All right. Listen, we're going to keep the ball rolling. Thank you for being on. We love you dearly. And we'll see you soon. We're going to hang out. It's going to be great.
All right.
Thanks, Kensei.
Later.
Later, Kensei.
Thanks, you guys.
Kensei Gaming VR. Bye. He's the dude. He's on TikTok, I guess. I'm not on TikTok. I don't know about y'all.
I am typically not, except Tribe sends me TikTok videos like daily. And I'm like, oh, man.
It's a pain in the ass to look at something on TikTok if you don't have an account.
Yeah, it is. It is. I do have an account, but I don't do anything with it.
Right.
Yeah, you know.
Let's go, dude. Let's get the next guest in here.
All right, I'm calling. Let's see if they pick up.
Yeah. We're going over, by the way. You can see that, right?
Yeah, that's okay. Good. That's okay. Is everyone in chat okay with that?
Yeah. Hopefully our guests are okay with that.
Yeah.
Hopefully they're not sitting there waiting, being like, what the hell? Call me, man.
Who do we have? Who's this?
Oh, my God.
Gorgeous man.
Buck. What is up, brother?
Hello, gentlemen. How are we all?
What is up, Buck? How are you?
There's that voice.
I'm good. I'm good. Congratulations on your final episode of the season. It's been an excellent season. Had some great guests, some great shows. It's been really, really good.
Thanks, dude.
Man. I appreciate that.
And congratulations on the VR presentation that you got to do recently at EGX, right?
Oh yeah.
Do you know what? Me and Doc were asked. Dr. Oculus, we were asked, would we host the single-player section of the VR game showcase at EGX, and we went, first of all, who said no? Because that's clearly why you're asking us. and then just didn't tell anyone that we were doing it. It was like, no, don't tell us so. And obviously we went to EGX and we'd meeting up with all the other VR guys and everything, and we were like, oh yeah, the showcase is on at 6. Yeah, we'll meet you in there, that sort of thing. And then we both got on stage and none of them realized we were going to go and do it. So it was a nice surprise for them as well.
That is so sick. I personally had a cheer of triumphant victory when I saw the two of you guys holding microphones on the stage. You know what I mean? That's super cool. I love it.
It was interesting because you've got Mac in VR and you've got Gamertag VR, two substantial content creators in the space. And again, it shows that it doesn't matter how big or small you are with numbers, everyone counts.
Amen. Yeah,
for sure.
I mean, it's all about the passion and the dedication to seeing this technology grow. You know, that's why we're here.
Especially for me, because it's I stopped making content for 5 months.
Right.
I just nothing was exciting me enough, and it was I couldn't do it. And then Synapse came out, and I was like, okay.
We're back in, baby.
I love Synapse. I was lucky enough. It's I think N-Dreams realized, he hasn't done anything for a while. Let's send him a press kit to say thank you.
You got the Synapse press kit?
But this thing has reinvigorated.
Yeah.
You got that Synapse press kit, Buck?
I did get a Synapse Press kit, yeah.
Sick.
It's
one of the best.
It's a good one. Yeah, it really is.
That hoodie is like one of the most comfortable things I own.
It is an amazing
I'm like, this is nice. And, I mean, you can probably see, I think behind me, yeah, on one of the shelves, that's my nerd shelf behind me where you can see all the stuff. I've got a bunch of the Synapse
stuff. Look at that, you get a Proton pack.
Came with. I do.
Sick.
It lights up.
That's amazing.
I'm a child, really, with expendable income. So yeah, we have what? We have Darth Vader's helmet over here at the back. There's a Proton pack. We have this sad. We have actual lightsabers.
Yes.
That do this.
Oh my god.
So
that do
light up.
You would have a red lightsaber.
Go down. Oh, it's not just red. We can change it.
Yeah, that ain't it. Nah, you're a red lightsaber, dude.
Yeah, you're definitely a Sith.
Yeah, it's just the hair that changes color. We'll stick with that on that one. But it's been good, man. It's like VR was like quiet for a while, and then like this month and last month is just like. And there's so much still coming, and it's like my wallet can't afford this.
Wow. And you recently made one of the coolest mixed reality videos I think I had ever seen, where you went out to like this abandoned ruin, and you set up a camera, and you played the cabin home invasion out there.
I need to tell you how this came about, actually. So, again, I've been very quiet making content mixed reality wise and just VR wise, and the mixed reality side of the Quest 3 kind of made me go, oh, I can do something special with this. So, and we need to thank Dr. Oculus for that video in a big way, and I'll tell you why. So it was a Saturday morning, got up bright and early, went to that place, which is an old ruin that's about 20 minutes from where I live, filmed couple of bits of me walking around the place, filmed me playing the game, recorded in the headset at the same time, came home. Doc joins me on Discord, teaches me how to use DaVinci Resolve, because I've never edited anything.
What? No way! What?
You've only streamed?
Honestly, because I'm a streamer, yeah. Wow. I'm lazy. I just hit go and see what happens.
Wait. Time out. Because one of the best videos in the VR community of all time was an edited video that you made. The music video.
I didn't make that. Someone else made that and sent it to me. So, and if you read the description, it says in the description of the video, it was Martin Brisby. Do you remember Martin?
Yeah.
He made that.
Oh my god.
He edited that.
Wow.
That was my introduction to you, and I laughed.
Oh, I apologize.
So hard, dude. I was like, I need to know this guy because he is funny.
I feel like I had the polar opposite reaction.
Did you?
Yeah, I remember reaching out to Buck, just being like, cease and desist, bro. Like, what is this?
No, see, again, it was like the coolest thing on my channel I hadn't even made. Someone else made that for me. And I didn't even know they were making it. They sent it to me. It was from a live stream. They were like, can you play that again, but turn off the chroma key, so just do it with the green screen. And I'm like, yeah, sure. God. So I just did that.
I saw...
Clearly, they're going to make something silly. And then it was, can you do it again, but face the other way? So I'm like, yeah, fine. So I did that. So that's why you've got the same song twice, but me facing forward and then facing backwards. And then he made that in like a week. And then sent it over and went, what do you think of this? And I was like, dude, this is amazing. So, yeah.
I remember ZimTalk put out a tweet and it said, please go viral, please go viral, please go viral. And I was like, oh, I got to click on this. And I did. And I was like, who is this? Who is this wonderful man?
I'm shuddering thinking about it. Watch at your own risk, people.
Yeah. I'll have to go find that video.
He edited a bunch of other VR content creators into it as well, playing Synth Riders. And I was like, because of certain things that happened in that video, it's like, I need to go and ask permission. I can't just put that out because there are some big names, and I'm like, I might upset someone if they haven't seen this. So yeah, but it's good. But no, for the mixed reality stuff. So yeah, I learned to edit that afternoon on a 2-hour call with Dr. Oculus. and then cut it that afternoon, straight after that, and then put it out that evening.
Boom.
And I never cut it or edited anything before.
Wow. Good job, man. Way to elevate that. I love it.
Wow. Very cool.
This is the thing, is like, looking at it now, I can see, okay, I can tighten this up, I can tighten that up, I can make that better, I can make this better. Because it was going in with like literally no plan. But now that I've seen what I can do just there, I'm kind of like, okay, what other things can we do with MR? Because the difference is I can take this wherever I want. So I can go and do more interesting things with the different MR experiences than the standard, I'm standing in my play space. Not that there's anything wrong with that, because there isn't at all. We've all done it, and I'll do it, and and that sort of thing. But I'm thinking maybe once every 2-3 months we just release a video of MR stuff that's more of an event than the normal thing. That's kind of where I'm coming from.
Dude, I'm so excited that
I have some ideas.
I'm so excited that you are reinvigorating and like getting back up and running and like finding all of this inspiration with the Quest 3, because you are a vibe, bro. You know what I mean? Like nobody else is buck 3131. Like
that's a good thing, though. Do you want more of this? Because let's be honest, I mean, Skeever's even met me in person, so you've probably got a better idea about it than you have. You're just gazing from afar, Alex.
You're exactly the same, man. You're exactly the same. You're just a good dude that's just there to just have a good time, man. And I love it.
The vibes are on point, brother. Yeah. And it's authentic. And like we were talking about earlier, it's like your approach to content creation is authentic as hell. Like you do what works for you, period. And it shines through.
I mean, I don't just, I stream flat stuff as well. And, it's stuff that I find interesting. I think that's the thing for me. So if I enjoy it, I'll do something with it. If I don't, then I won't. And it's that way. Yeah. And we've all had stuff that you've been sent or you've been asked to try, and you're kind of like, it's fine. But for me, not so much, and that sort of thing. And that's awkward at times to have that conversations with devs and stuff, but you have to give them that critical feedback. And I do a lot of feedback regarding accessibility, and that's more because I'm left-handed.
Oh, okay.
And the amount of games that I cannot play that come out because I'm left-handed. And then I've taken it a step further. Like, it's not about being left-handed; it's about giving the player the choice of how they want to play it.
Yep.
That's insane.
And it's really interesting. It's like the amount of games that if you're holding a weapon, you can only hold it in your right hand. Can't play it.
That is mind-blowing. How, as a developer, is that not just like on like the checklist of like needed things?
Because if you don't have a left-handed person in your team, why would you know? Why would you even think about it?
Because you make games. Like, I'm not even a developer, and I would be thinking about it. I'm right-handed.
I know. It's like, so Ghostbusters came out. Ghostbusters has a left-handed mode. All that does is move the proton pack to the other shoulder. That's it. It doesn't change the sticks, which is what I'd want. It doesn't do any of that at all. And you're just like, come on, guys.
Damn.
I told you that this was Synapse. And it's like, I feed it back to every developer.
Honestly,
if I get anything, I'm like,
man,
it's not about, it's about letting more people try your game. Some people don't have two hands.
That's the point I'm about to get to, dude. It really makes me sad because left-handed is some low-hanging fruit, that's easy. Like, swap the inputs, you're good, done. And that is not even, like, there are so many other like disabilities and accessibility issues and stuff. Like, so many people, they don't have one of their hands, or they don't have full use of their arms or their legs or whatever, and like, it's insane. Like, imagine how many games they can't play. Like, if you can't play half the games, like, imagine what they can play, 10% less.
Honestly, I hate to say it, but it's like Half-Life Alyx is still the champion on that. You can play that entire game seated and with one hand.
That is,
because that's the other thing. Seated and standing is another thing. Not everyone can stand up for a long time.
Yep.
Some people can't stand up at all.
Yep. True that. Man. True that.
So, yeah, but
playing a game like
really
Alyx and having it be accessible for one hand is crazy.
I know. That's
like
pretty wild.
That is like, it's still kind of the gold standard in terms of VR experiences. Like nobody's come around and been like, oh yeah, that's way better than Alex, like hands down. Like no one's saying that about anything.
Yeah, that's true.
That's the thing. It's like people saying, oh yeah, but what about the bit with Jeff and the spores? Because you have to put your hand over your mouth. And it's like, there are gas masks that you can pick up and put on, and then your hand is free. So it's like, you don't need to do it. You know, you can make these things in your games that make them accessible, and by doing that, you're opening it up to a much wider audience, and that's what we all want.
Amen. And you know, shout out to Amelia Faust for mentioning Alchemy Labs right now. Alchemy is like literally leading the charge in terms of creating VR like baked in. Because there's a big difference between something that is accessible from the beginning, like designed with accessibility in mind, versus something that has added accessibility like after they have their like finished and polished product, you know?
Yeah. I mean, there was one, so I went on a bit of a rant about this on Twitter. I refuse to call it X, sorry. Where I said about I'd been sent 4 different games. I could play 3 of them, and I could play 1 of them. And 3 of them I just couldn't play because of this. And some indie dev had picked this up and seen it and went, "Cool, really appreciate this." And it wasn't I'd played his game. He went back to his game, which was a flight sim, and he completely redesigned his cockpit so you can move the sticks to the hotest wherever you want it.
Nice.
And I was like, one, I'm sorry I just caused a load of work for you. Because that doesn't sound like a small job to completely move a cockpit how it needs to be. And 2, I probably should try that after I've just made you do all of this.
That's hilarious. Yeah, you know, I haven't played Power Wash Simulator VR yet, but I remember a lot of people have. A lot of people are enjoying it too. But I remember there was
I streamed it last night with Doug. So my PC was, you're lucky, I rebuilt my PC yesterday because it died on me. So we're lucky I'm actually here.
Man. Well, thank you. But yeah, anyway, what was I going to say about it? I wrote on the Power Wash Simulator OG Twitter post like a year ago, needs VR as a comment, and it got like 300 likes or 400 likes. It's like my best tweet of all time. And now I feel like I need to play that game because like that comment maybe helped push them in the direction of making it happen.
Yeah, well, you're definitely going to play it. I got a code for you.
I have it.
Oh, cool.
Yeah.
Sweet.
Do you know what? I was actually concerned about it because I thought I can understand why someone sitting at their desk just gently moving their hands around it would be a relaxing thing. But in real world VR, you're going to have to actually stand up and move around. And is that going to be chill and relaxing?
Yeah.
Because if you find that, I have a car outside. If anyone wants to pop round and actually add a jet washer, if anyone wants to come and power wash the car, if you find it relaxing, come do your best.
But here's the thing, like it's just like 11 table tennis. Like there is this quality of life by being in VR. Like if I hit the ball and it goes flying across the room, I don't have to go chase that ball anymore. Like, bing, it shows right up in my hand, and I just keep playing. It's with Power Wash Simulator, I'm not getting wet. I'm not, shit. I'm not, like, splashing water all over the place and, like, getting all dirty and, like, you know, like...
It's the same thing that you get with Walkabout Mini Golf as well on a social level. Is a bunch of you can get together, you can hang out, you can have a chat, you can have a laugh with your friends, and just have some repetitive menial task that you do just to keep your hands busy. And it's great. It was. I was really surprised how much I was like, do you know what? I don't think I play it on my own, but I think with a bunch of mates, it's just it's another. I call them make your own fun games. Where you just hang out and chat, people together.
Yep, just hang out and chat and just chill and relax and talk.
Amen. Yeah. Well, is there anything that we can look forward to from you, Buck? Are you have any like trips coming up? You got any videos planned, or are you just kind of like taking a break and chilling right now?
I'm not taking a break. I have plans for more mixed reality ideas, and like I say, I'm not going to push myself with it. I'm not going to rush these things. I'm going to take my time. I'm going to make something that I want to make. Some of it will be like the cabin one was trying to tell like a little sort of story, like a short film type thing. And you know what it was. And some of them will just be like short little jokey things. Some of them, but I just want to make it more of an event, but I'll still be streaming stuff, you know, just in general when I fancy streaming something. I'm terrible. I have no schedule. If you want to watch, subscribe, hit the bell, it'll tell you.
Nice.
Or it doesn't, thanks to YouTube apparently, so who knows. But yeah, that's what it is. But if you're coming over to the Netherlands sort of thing, are you doing a stop in the UK on the way back?
Maybe. I don't know. You know, I'm going to go for a week. I don't know about you, but I'm going to go for a week, and I don't have plans. I just know since I'm going to Europe, I might as well stay for at least a week.
I've met one half of the VR team. I need to meet the other half. So
Hell yeah, you do.
as well.
Hell yeah, you do. All right, well, I'll try to make that happen. I would love to.
Yeah, we'll all be there because we all came down to meet Skiva and Doug. We all got there.
Heck yeah, that was a good time.
The horns, and everyone comes and congregates.
That was awesome, man. Thanks for coming out, and thanks for being so rad, man. It was so much fun.
Yeah, and thanks for being on our community episode too, dude. It's always great to get to catch up.
Anytime.
Yep.
All right.
Take care, says boys.
Thank you, dude.
All right. See you later.
Later, brother.
Bye-bye.
Buck3131. He's on YouTube, and he is a vibe and a half. You better be subscribed.
For real. And you know who else is a vibe and a half?
Daysnetic, because he's in our chat.
Yeah, dude, Daysnetic. I got to hang out with him too while we were in England.
Or
it was great.
Brand VR.
Yep, Brand VR is great.
Or Nerdman Geek.
Nerdman Geek
tuned in.
Absolutely.
Yeah. Thanks for joining us, everybody. And thanks for just like chilling. You know, this is going longer than we thought it would, but now that's the name of the game. So if you're also somebody who has been like waiting to come on, thank you for your patience.
Yes. All right, let's get the next one rolling.
Who is it gonna be? Who is it gonna be? Holy crap! Chris Hany?
What's up, Chris Hany?
Hello.
Dude!
How are you?
I'm amazing. How you doing? It's been ages.
I know.
Bro, your hair.
I know, it's beautiful.
God. Yeah, it's getting out of control.
It's doing something. It's getting there is what it's doing. It's glorious.
This is a COVID lack of haircut that just went overboard. So it's still going.
Is this the longest your hair's ever been in your life?
It's the longest since it was fashionable. Yes, I had long hair in the 90s.
Nice.
And then I became a old person with long hair, and it's still going.
Dude, you look amazing.
You do.
You sound amazing. I love that accent, baby. It's always so good when I get the chance to speak with you because we see you in chat, we see you in Discord, we get to communicate, but it's like the face to face and the video to video, the voice to voice. Like the closer we can get to real life, the better. You know what I mean?
Yeah, it's been a long time, Alex. It's been a long time.
It really has, dude.
But it is good to see you both.
It's great to see you, man. What's shaking? What's new? What are you working on?
VR. I'm back in VR. So I think the last time I spoke to you, I was very much about to launch Arena with Eye Illusions. This was the Space Pirate Trainer DX from like 2 years ago, maybe 3. I think it was 21. It was just in the middle of that. We're on Zoom calls all the time era. And then there was a year of Shredders making a flat Xbox game.
Yep. How did that go, by the way?
Same team.
Was that like were you happy with how it was received and all of that?
With Arena.
With Arena, but not with Shredders.
Arena, totally. Like Arena was exactly what we expected. It was a hard to set up, but joy of a game, and people that played it really loved it.
Yeah.
But yeah, it was a hard game to get into because you needed a large space. Preferably a basketball court or a tennis court, and trying to get that with all the conditions of the Quest 2 as well, having enough lighting without too much sunlight and no rain because it's pretty rainy here in Belgium. But yeah, for the people that played it, really loved it. But getting to play it was quite a challenge.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah, it was. We were really happy with the feedback on that. But I then sort of drifted away from VR for a while, doing Shredders with the team. That was a lot of fun. But then this mixed reality thing sort of came out of nowhere as far as I was concerned in 2022. And yeah, it's been really, really exciting watching that grow.
I can only imagine what you guys are doing right now because that Quest 3 pass-through is glorious. It works really, really well. And a lot of all of the VR experiences that I've seen from you, I think lend themselves to a mixed reality scenario. So here we are in 2023, and we have like some OGs of the VR space now working in the MR stuff. And I would not be surprised if you guys are working on something pretty cool right now.
It's been a lot of fun. So like this time, or maybe 18 months ago, Doug Northcook approached me and a couple of other guys from the old school crew and said, hey, have you thought about doing mixed reality? And I had not. I was still off in my flat world. And Doug's like, well, maybe you should try out mixed reality. I've got this a game idea. And so he assembled a whole bunch, maybe 15 of us, to get together and make a little team called Creature. And our first game gets announced sometime, but we don't have much to say about it yet, other than we're working on it, and it's super cool, and we've had a lot of fun.
Man, well, exciting. I'm not gonna dig, even though like I really want more details than that, but I really can't wait because I mean, you know, just look at the track record, right? Like,
oh yeah, never disappointed.
Yeah,
so. See what happens.
Well, there's still chance, but we don't hope to do it because we're already enjoying the stuff that we're making. Mm-hmm. So, but the untapped potential of mixed reality is huge. Like, the device has only been out for what, 3 weeks, and the capabilities already built into that system today. Like you played the game that launched with it.
Oh yeah,
First Encounters.
Yeah. Yep.
Like that's a tiny little snack of what you can do with mixed reality, of turning your walls into anything, having stuff drop down from your ceiling, things engaging with your couch, and just. There's so much to do and so much. It's quite complicated too. Like bringing in some of the discussion from tonight about accessibility and just making it work without it being too complicated. Like that was one of the issues we had from Arena, was just making it work without it being too complicated. Mm-hmm. Making a game work in any house, in any room, is hard work. And so that's one of the things that platforms are finding difficult and developers are finding hard too, is just making sure that anything you make works. So I don't know if you've had the chance to play Laser Dance by Thomas Van Baal, the maker of Cubism.
Yeah, it's really good, man. It's really good. Yep.
That to me is the benchmark to beat in soon to come mixed reality experiences, which can too long didn't read the quick discussion point of Laser Dance. It turns any room into like that moment in the movies where there's those lasers and you got to dance.
Like Mission Impossible.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, it turns any room you have, any room you scan your room with your Quest 3, and it pops up all these lasers, and you got to run from one side of your room to the other, and you're timed on how fast you can do it, and then the next level starts, and the lasers start moving, and it's chaos and absolute joy in your living room. And you don't need to do anything. You just put this headset on and you play it. And it's like Thomas has been super hard at work at getting that to work in literally any environment, in long rooms. Like my office, this is a co-working space. My office at home is in the roof, so the walls aren't even walls. I'm in a roof, and so there's all these different game problems you have to solve in mixed reality that just have never existed before. Of having rooms that have just windows, or rooms that are just full of furniture. Like so many players don't have standing room, but still these games have to work in them. Right. So it's complicated, and they're kind of really fun problems to try to solve.
Man, it sounds complicated. I will tell you, I think Laser Dance is probably my favorite game to watch other people play. Because they're like crawling on the ground and like stepping over things, and it's just super animated, and it's a good time. It's fun to play, and it's fun to watch friends play. And I haven't played it in mixed reality, so I'm definitely looking forward to that. That's gonna be cool.
Sick. Shout out to my dad Steve and my brother Eric, who are
what's
watching
up? The Milan family. What's up?
Yep, we'll all be hanging out in California this weekend. Actually, after this episode, I'm gonna go home, pack a bag, and go out to California and meet those guys.
Oh, cool. That's awesome.
It's gonna be good.
Cool. Right
VR
on.
with Jasmine also tuning in.
Hey, what's up, Jazz?
Good to see you, girl.
Thanks for coming.
So let me ask you this, Chris, because for me, MR didn't exist until I put on the Quest 3, and I was like, oh, okay. Like, I now get why everybody's making a big deal out of this. Like, was it the same for you, or were you on the MR train before Quest 3 happened?
I'd say that the first MR moment was putting on the Vive years ago on the setup. I put the setup on, you could see your living room and so that weird sort of shader. And I was like, this could be cool. Why can't we do this in game? But we just couldn't because that wasn't part of the experience. You couldn't get the video feed into games. And then I sort of just forgot about it for years. And it wasn't until Quest 2 came out that we started playing around with some of the just putting like light effects in MR experiences. But the fact that it didn't really understand your space meant that I wasn't that interested. And it wasn't until I started playing around with like depth in not too long ago, but the promise of depth, the promise of headsets knowing that thing is a couch and or at least it's a thing. It's a thing in your room. It might not know what type of couch it is, but it knows that we can use that as a game object. That promise is so enticing and exciting that it felt a little bit like room scale for the first time all over again. So it was just, I still think we're a couple of years away from it being like a turnkey solution for everybody for every particular moment. But at the moment, like the stuff we've got in Quest 3 is pretty damn convincing. And so when I tried the Quest 3 for the first time, I was pretty convinced that this was the one to launch with. It's a pretty good pass at getting mixed reality into everyone's hands.
I agree. And like I have a Quest Pro, you know, and like I was stoked about the color pass through on the Quest Pro. I'm like, oh hell yeah, here we go. And you know, I jumped into a couple of MR scenes and experiences on that, and it just didn't hit for me. Like it was like it just fell short. You know, I'm like in Demio MR, and I'm like, why am I in MR? Like who cares? Like put me in the full basement, you know. But on the Quest 3, like I think the depth sensor is everything. Like I think it has made a huge difference, and the quality of the lenses and the color of everything just looks so damn good. So at this point, I am a believer, you know. And the main reason, I know I've said this maybe even today, well, I don't know if I said this today or not, but it bears repeating. The onboarding with that headset, with the MR, is incredible. You put the headset on, you can still see the room, you can grab the menu, pull it around, like it just works, you know. And it's such a nice step from not in VR at all, MR, and then your full VR experience, like especially if you're new to VR. So
and the hand tracking, man, and the hand tracking is so good on that headset. It's so good. It's the only time I've ever wanted to use hand tracking has been since the Quest 3.
Have you been reaching out and like touching?
Yes,
I've been doing that a lot lately.
Like I rarely use the pinch with the pointer. I'm like grabbing things, I'm flicking the screen, I'm grabbing the thing, I'm bringing it around with me. Like it's so good, man. It's so good. I love it.
Yeah. One of the moments that made me realize that we've actually reached a point where this headset is actually almost good enough to do anything was when I was typing in my Wi-Fi password into the headset while looking at the password on my phone. On my head. My phone, and I'm typing in the password, and I realized I don't have to take my headset off anymore. This has been one of those annoying like headset things for years, and this was the first headset where I've ever gone blip 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 with my finger. Holding a phone, everything just worked. I mean, we're not far off from the headset also identifying, oh, that's the password, I'll just copy and paste it. Like that's going to come, I guess, sometime. But
amen. I had a moment just really like that recently where I was jumping into something for work, and for work I work at Contact CI. We make haptic gloves. And if you have haptic gloves on, you lose your sense of touch to the real world because your fingers are covered by actuators and stuff. So like most of the time what I would have to do is like put the headset on and then like look through the bottom and like kind of start to get the gloves on, or maybe put one on, then get the headset on and put the other glove on and strap it down. But with the Quest 3, I can put the headset on first and I can still see everything. And I'm just like strapping myself up and, you know, getting all ready.
And your gloves also require the use of hand tracking too. So this is going to be phenomenal for Contact CI.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, things, you know, and that's like what I'm doing right now is like I'm testing glove functionality with the Quest 3, the hand tracking, seeing how it compares to Quest 2 stuff, and Ultra Leap hand tracking, and it's exciting times.
And Paradise Decay has asked for Chris, have you tried the Cabin home invasion mixed reality experience on the Quest 3?
Yes, I actually tried that about 20 minutes ago.
No way.
While listening to the podcast, I'm like, you know, I'm just going to go through all my VR games because I don't really have that much time. I've got kids and work. And so I thought, I'm just going to go through some of the stuff that I haven't played. And I played it in this room about, let's say an hour ago while listening to the podcast. it was a pretty compelling experience, I must say. I must say I'm not a big fan on horror or jump scares, especially ones that come towards me. It's one of the reasons why I sort of ran away from was it Brookhaven?
Yes, the Brookhaven experience. That was scary.
Towards me in a wave, I just I don't like, and it's that experience. That's how that ends. That for me, the 10-minute countdown timer of having these things just eventually overwhelming you. But the experience of setting up your wall and putting your table down and having them bust through the wall, it is quite exciting, I must say. Yeah. But the mixed reality experiences that I've had are the most fun with are pretty passive and relaxed. Like even the stuff like we talked about laser dance, cubism, where you can see your house. Yeah. You can watch TV while solving a puzzle. That's the sort of experience that I like. Not turning my house into mayhem, but bringing a small little game with me wherever I'm going. Yeah. Or in the experiences that we're playing with our internal team, it's just how do I make my living room the game? Yeah.
I mean, I have to imagine. I imagine. Sorry to interrupt, but I have to imagine if the Space Pirate team is working on an MR experience right now, it wouldn't be one that I can just sit and chill during.
Oh wait, well, Dirk and the iLusions team have already launched one. They launched one 2 weeks ago called BAM.
Mm-hmm. Oh, I've heard of BAM.
I really should plug because the whole year that I've been working on my mixed reality with Creature, BAM did launch last week, and that was the first title that iLusions have released since Shredders. And so BAM is a mixed reality title built around, it's like Super Smash Brothers on a tabletop.
I've heard so many good things. I need to get in there.
Yeah. You got to try it. And this is a game that Dirk has been very passionate about mixed reality and co-location. So if you can get 2 Quest 3s or a Quest Pro and a Quest 3 in the same room, it's really cool because you're basically playing Smash Bros in front of you. And if you have someone else in co-location, you got these little dudes just on this table jumping around and kicking each other, and it's a joy.
Wow. So this is what we're going to do. So we were looking for something to do with Kensei. Boom. Me, you, Kensei, we're going to hang out. We're going to play BAM, all co-location together in the same place, and it's going to be awesome.
Yeah, that sounds sick. Yep. That sounds sick.
It's really fun.
I got to tell you, one of the coolest MR experiences I've had, and I continue to have, is Smash Drums. Like putting a drum kit in my living room and wailing away at it as my walls fall down and everything just gets destroyed as I'm like wailing at the drums at like some crazy rock songs, has been some of the best mixed reality I think I've ever had, and it's really good. So if you have not tried Smash Drums, oh my god, everyone, please go out and get that game.
Have you played the new DLC? Like there's a new DLC with like classic rock tracks.
Yes.
Like it,
yes. I know.
I adore that game, and in mixed reality, it's silly. Like
it's phenomenal.
Your drumsticks turn into like lightning rods, and you can just zap lightning at your walls and
and explode. Oh, it's so good, man.
And we can't mention Smash Drums without saying that you can unlock a Between Realities drum set.
Yes, this is true. This is true.
And is that the best thing in the entire universe or what?
Like, I think it is. I personally think it is. But I mean, that game just in general in mixed reality is just phenomenal. It's so good.
Yeah, I need to play it.
It's so good.
I need to play it. Yeah. Desmoda, what's up, dude?
I haven't unlocked your drums. Do I have to do something special?
They're the best ones.
Yeah, you have to buy them. I think you have to, or no, you have to.
Well, you earn the points through leveling up, and then you go into there's like a little store where you can go in and pick from all the drum kits, and the Between Realities kit is one of them. And I think, honest to God, I think it is the best design out of all of the drum kits. I also worked with him.
Biased.
Yeah, I'm biased, and I also worked with him to kind of get that design to where it was.
Best drums.
So so I made them personally. I had them made personally to what I like. So I think they're awesome.
Every single virtual drum yourself.
No, I just influenced it. That's all. But I influenced it to my liking.
Dude, you're hashtag influencer. You're a VR influencer, bro.
Yeah,
you're an influencer.
I don't know.
So when When do I get to meet you, dude? Like, when are we gonna hang out in the real world? Where you? Just tell me where you are, and I will come.
Coming to Rotterdam like in 2 weeks. That's like an hour away from my house.
Is that 2 weeks? Oh my God!
Is it in 2 weeks?
It's November 30th.
Oh, I gotta go get a tux like immediately.
I'm flying in on the 28th.
Okay. Yeah, I'm flying in on the 26th or something.
Continually, I haven't been to the VR Awards before, but it is super close to Belgium where I live.
Okay.
Man, yeah.
And you saw that I'm hosting the show, right?
I did say that. Congratulations.
Thank you.
That's exciting.
That should be all the incentive you need right there, Chris.
Oh my God.
You know what I mean? We'll see you there. 1 hour.
I'm looking forward to hearing all your jokes.
Yeah, I'm looking forward to writing them.
On the plane ride over.
Yeah, pretty much. Oh God. All right, let's keep the ball rolling. Chris, dude, thank you so much for supporting us. Like, you really Space Pirate Trainer, man. You know what I mean? Like, maybe you don't, but like everybody in this audience knows what I mean when I say that. And the fact that you're here and you're a part of the Between Realities crew, it means more to us than maybe you might realize. So thank you so much for everything that you're doing in VR. And
it's a pleasure.
Part of this.
I'm honored to be here. You do an amazing job with this podcast and with the community at large. So thank you so much for everything you both do.
Oh, thanks, Chris.
Just call in any favor, bro. Just call it in. Whatever you need, man.
Yep.
We're here.
We're here for you, man.
You guys. Keep on being you guys. That's all I ask for.
Right on.
Done.
All right, buddy. It was good to see you, as always. And I can't wait to see you again. See you later.
Good night.
Oh, God. My heart is just it's like reaching its capacity, you know?
I know. Well, we only have one more guest.
Is that it?
That's it.
Really?
So, yeah.
Not two? What about that game? Those guys, Wisdom Watcher. Did that not happen?
Oh, no, they had a bail. Yeah. We had a couple. We had like three bails happen, but that's okay. You know, things come up, and when you have 87 guests on one show, you know, way it goes.
Let's see. Paradise Decay dropping. Oh yeah, that was the Cabin VR, and Duggar's K dropping $2 or £2 pounds.
Oh heck yeah!
And he
Thank
says
you.
Alex can get Chris onto the guest list. Yeah. Come on, I am the VR Awards.
I am the VR Awards.
Okay, just kidding. Just kidding.
Oh man.
All right, cool. Well then, only one more guest, huh?
Only one more.
All right. Well, let's end it with a banger.
All right, banger coming up.
Coming up.
Let's see.
Sketchy language. Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome to the Between Realities VR podcast, Dr. Oculus VR.
Good evening. Hello.
How's it going, buddy? How are you, man?
I am awesome, man. How are you?
Heck yeah. Fantastic.
We are doing amazing, except for I just now remember another person that Skiva's hung out with in real life that I haven't had a chance to meet in real life. And it hurts
me. It was so good, man. Like, yeah, when he was in the UK, I was like, where's Alex? And he's like, he couldn't make it. And one day, hopefully, like Buck said, if you know, on the way back from Rotterdam, just by the UK, I will be there, man.
Bro, totally. I don't know how I can not do that at this point. You know what I mean? Like, I'm going to have the time, you know, like I got to just pop over.
You should, man. You know, even though you weren't there, you still got an exclusive Doc Ock figure.
I was getting ready to thank him for that.
Yeah.
That is super fucking cool, dude. Thank you for the hookup. I have like basically it's a miniature, like a Dungeons and Dragons miniature of a little Doc Ock with the lab coat and the headset and everything. It's so sick.
Do you know the crazy thing? I don't actually have one myself. I just realized I don't have a mini.
You don't? Anywhere. You gave me a whole bag of them. You didn't even keep one.
I don't make one for. I need to print like a big one and just have it on the shelf or something.
Heck yeah.
Bro, your like 3D printing and painting game is kind of on point, man. You're doing some cool stuff.
Mm-hmm.
I do, yeah. I did like just now before they started. I was literally in my makerspace, in my garage, my garage, painting another for the fourth time, another quill. Because I love Quill, I love Moss. Yeah, like it's a borderline obsession. But yeah, I keep giving them away to people. So I have to keep reprinting them over and over again for me. So yeah, I'm just paying another quill right now. And I was listening to episode 1. I was like, I want to go back to where it started and listen to episode 1. So I was listening to episode 1 of Between Realities whilst painting quill.
Oh, really?
Get out. You listened
awesome.
to that? Oh my goodness. What wow.
It's not bad.
It's not good either.
well, let's have him tell.
It really
How
isn't.
was
You
it?
guys, yeah, especially for like a first episode as well. Yeah, one of the things. So you're like 150 plus episodes in. Like the passion has only grown. It's not dipped like most people. You guys still just like the joy and the passion for VR is still there. It's absolutely fantastic.
Oh, thanks, dude.
Thank you, man. Thanks for the kind words.
Yeah, that means a lot. That's so cool that you went back and checked that out. It's wow.
I love
cool.
that. I think that's great. I mean, every now and then I'll like go back and like watch a little chunk of the first episode too, just because it is like, you know, the initial thing. But Skiva, this is so crazy. And like, this is like, I mean, everybody knows Skiva, right? Like he is VR. Like he is like a VR celebrity. Yes.
Oh,
you're like the mythical creature of virtual reality. And
I'm like the Bigfoot walking in the background.
You
maybe.
are. And before we did that episode, Skiva was not on a camera, his face was not seen really in the VR space anywhere, with the exception of a profile picture in some live chats on like VR 365 and stuff like that. But he didn't even have a Twitter when I met him. And
I had a Twitter. I just didn't use it much. Yeah.
Yeah. I'm going to say that's no Twitter.
Yeah.
And I mean, now you have like 10,000 followers on Twitter and you've like grown so much. But the point I'm trying to get to here is that episode is Skiva's first time talking into a microphone.
Yeah.
Like, he had never done anything like this before.
Nope.
And now the guy's just a natural. Like, look at him.
I remember how nervous I was and how scared I was. And I remember having to turn the AC in my basement down to like till the point where you had an icicle hanging off your nose because I was like sweating from it. Yeah, man. Oh, man. But man, you know, just needing to like, I just needed someone to talk to about this stuff.
Amen.
You know, I just love VR so much, and it was like if you shake up a 2-liter of Coke or something, it's about to explode, and I just needed to talk about VR. You know, so I'm glad all of you people, everyone here, and you know, has been along for this ride because it's been awesome. So thank you all, and thank you for checking that out, man. That's funny. I wasn't expecting that.
I've been slowly working through various podcasts, and I think that Between Realities, I've now got 149 episodes to go, I guess.
Just start at the beginning and just work your way through it. I mean, you know, you've even dipped your toes in, or you've dipped like a whole damn leg in the VR podcasting scene. You know, you guys did the VR Souls for at least, I don't know, 6 months or a year, something like that?
It was like a year, I think. Yeah, we did a thing. So we would do an episode one week, and then the week after, we would all 4 of us would play a game. Me, Buck, the guy everybody saw earlier, a guy called Ball 7708, absolutely just hilarious, and he has no idea. It's brilliant. And Paul the VR Realm in the chat as well. We all got together and we would talk one week and play games another week, and it was super fun. And it was just one of those things that kind of, you know, sort of fizzled out, like timings and things like that. It all kind of just went away. But then, sure enough, you know, about 6 months ago at this point in time, I got the tap again from Paul. It was like, I'm doing the VR verse, and I would love it if you would be a co-host. So I was like, I'm in, dude. Like, like you know, the soda was ready to explode. I was like, yeah, totally. I need to talk about VR too. So now we do that sort of once a month. We do it over on Paul's channel. Twitch.tv/VR Realm. And yeah, we sit and talk about virtual reality stuff and what we've been playing and what we're looking forward to and things like that. And yeah, it's just a blast. Like, I can talk VR for hours, which many a dev and other poor victims will attest to. Because you don't get into VR for getting rich, right? Like, at this point in time, there's no point in getting into VR to get rich. So all the devs and people that you talk to, they're just so super passionate about VR, and it's like a mirror. Like, it just comes back and forth, and it's so good to do this. Like it is one of the reasons I was in Discord and it popped up and it's like Beyond Between Realities. I was like, yes, my opportunity has arrived. And I could.
It's the best, bro.
Hours and hours.
That's amazing. I'm the same way. And you know what's funny is like sometimes I get stuck having to go places and talk to people that I have nothing in common with, and then I realize like just how much that's the only thing I really want to talk about. You know, there's all these people, like I bring my kid to birthday parties, you know, from kids in their class, and I'm stuck with these parents, and they've never even been in VR. I'm like, I don't even know what to say. Like, this is all I want to talk about. So I feel you. I feel you, man. Yeah.
It is.
It's become a running gag at the minute that basically reality is when I stick it. Everybody's grabbing their Quest, so I'll do it too. I stick the VR headset on. That is reality. I leave, and this is VR. Like, this isn't real to me. That's reality, because VR is kind of all I live, and
hallelujah,
consuming.
And I mean, like, I don't know. Like, I know that there are other passionate communities out there, you know, and like there are passionate people meeting other passionate people who like the same stuff, and they're having a great old time. And, you know, there's probably circles that feel somewhat like ours, but like, where in the tech space is there a group of people who are passionate like this? And has there ever been, you know, like I've said this before, but it's like when TVs were coming out, like, was there just like that niche group who were just like, dude, oh my God, like, did you see this next one, man? Like, it's got like 4 channels, you know, and they're just like going crazy about it. And they're just like all just like pouring their hearts over the TVs that are coming out every year, you know, like I just have a hard time believing that. Like, I feel like this is such a special thing where this passion has combined with the technology and created this like unique community that, you know, these people would like die for VR. And it's like, I don't know what other technology has a community like this.
I don't know of any, man. I mean, there's the, you know, just flat gaming in general, I guess, started that way. Maybe that was the only one, but I don't know.
Video games.
Yeah, just video games in general.
Yeah.
And then, but now, you know, that community is so big and so large and so toxic, you know, and I'm just glad that our community is just so rad.
Yeah.
It's just so rad.
Yeah.
So,
how many more years of this do we have?
That's what I'm saying. I fear the day that, like, on one hand, it's going to be very bittersweet. On one hand, I want VR to be so super popular that it is just ubiquitous and everybody is playing VR. But on the other hand, when that day comes, we're going to get the toxicity with it that you now get in a PlayStation or a Call of Duty, whatever you're playing. That I don't want that.
Yeah.
So I'm kind of torn.
Yeah. Yeah, it's tough. Well, you know, I mean, well, like, I don't know. Like I said, how long do we have? Like, you know, if you had to guess, like, where do you, what year do you see VR kind of hitting that like threshold?
That is, I'm trying to think. So my VR journey started about 10 years ago.
Oh, wow.
I'm thinking about the progression in this. It's gotten so quick in the last few years that if by I'll say 2030, absolutely just everywhere, but it wouldn't shock me if it was a lot sooner.
Yeah, you know, and that seems like my initial thought is that like that's like we need another 10. You know, like that's just my initial thought. But I was talking to Bobby Carlton yesterday, homie. He's been a guest on this show. Bobby Carlton, really great dude.
Good guy.
I was talking to him yesterday, and he thinks that it is like the next 5 years. And I was like, I don't know. This feels like we need 10. But then I think about it, and 5 years ago from today, the Quest 1 was not here. It didn't even exist.
Right.
You know, so like everything that we have seen has happened in the last 5 years, you know, like with the exception of people who are in on, you know, DK1s and 2s and original labs.
It really depends on how fast can tech miniaturize. How quick can we get through thermal issues, right? Because we're cramming everything onto this little thing on our face, and it's got to be small and light, and we need this stuff in like glasses form. You know, if nothing at all, right? So how are we going to pull that off? It's really a question for technology in general, and not just for virtual reality, because we are trying to make all of these headsets as small and light as we can, and we've gone from Fresnel lenses to pancake lenses, which have shrunk headsets down so much, because now you don't need all this space between the lenses and the screens, and we're getting there. You know, we're really getting there. You know, the Quest, like you said, is a huge one, but you know, we still things produce heat, and when you put a computer on your face, you got to make it not burn your face off when you're using it, right? You got battery packs on there. So we just got to continue to push forward in technology in general. And I will tell you, I think the thing that's going to get us there is AI. Because we're going to start putting AI to use in, like, how do we control thermals? How do we make smaller and faster processors? How do we do these things? And AI is going to figure this stuff out way faster than people can. And I think that's how we're going to ultimately get to this. So if AI wasn't in the picture like it is now, I would say at least 2030. But with AI, like this crazy snowball effect that has been ChatGPT and Midjourney and all of these things just getting bigger and bigger and more powerful, that may get us there way faster. So who knows? I guess. Who knows? It's going to be an interesting time.
I mean, I guess we should just like set our clocks for 5 years from today and check back in on this conversation.
Yeah.
Be like, all right.
Oh, definitely, man. Definitely.
A time capsule of so there's two things that could potentially speed that process up or help with what you're doing, and both of them are ultimately taking the processing away from the box on your face. So it's either going to be cloud gaming, which I don't think it's going to, like, internet connections need to improve more for that to become a constant thing, but like the little box in your pocket can get on the internet and play an Xbox game perfectly well with a good enough connection. Or the other one is, and I hate to use the A word, but one thing that they're going to do with their super expensive facial laptop that they're going to release is they're going to normalize having a cable running to a brick on your hip. They're going to start with a battery, but then it's, soon that's going to be a processor or a graphics chip or all of the above. And then before you know it, the weight has gone from the face and all you've got there is a pair of basically glasses. I mean, you can do that now. The Roku and the X-Reel and all that stuff, like you can put a spatial computer on your face with a phone powering it. So that could be the leap that, with Apple normalizing that behavior, might move us a little bit further forward, a little bit faster.
Yeah, that's a good point.
Yeah, that is.
And, you know, I've personally not had any issues with, like, the tethered puck experiences that I've had. Now, granted, those have always been demos, so it's like I'm standing there for 5-10 minutes doing the thing. Magic Leap 2 is the one that stands out the most to me right now. I was blown away by that thing. And it's just like a puck that sits on your waist, and I have no issue doing that. And I almost feel like maybe the middle of the belt loop, like on the back, like your lower back right there in the middle would be a perfect spot, because like it's just a straight cord straight down the back. Your arms aren't weaving in through your back or anything, and you probably wouldn't even feel it after a while. So I'm not scared of those things. There's a lot of people out there who are like, nope, no cable, no nothing. It has to be all in, and that headset will exist for you. But I think that this is a viable approach, especially to your point, Doc, just to like get everything off of your face, because comfort is arguably one of the biggest issues that we have in VR. Yeah, it is. Removing the processor and putting it, the power and the processing, moving it somewhere else. That is definitely a good solution. That and artificial intelligence, I think, will be the things, that, and then eventually when everyone has Wi-Fi 6E or above, maybe 7E, and that's the norm, where you go to grandma's and that's what she's got in her router, right? Many years down the road, then cloud computing can be a thing, because then it's very low latency and fast speeds. But yeah, so cloud's a tough one right now. It's kind of where it should be. We just haven't, for some reason, especially the States, our internet just isn't up to par with a lot of the world's, which is pretty wild to think about. But we'll get there eventually. Yeah, for sure. We will. Yeah. So what's the latest with Doc Oculus VR? By the way, I wanted to mention congratulations to you as well for the EGX hosting gig. That was super cool. Was that the first time you'd ever done anything like that?
Yes, it was. So I absolutely freaked out. When I first got the message from Callum, I just then got my phone out and WhatsApp book, and I was like, oh my god, I'm actually changing the wording to keep it family friendly. But yeah, I was like, oh my god. He was like, what are you on about? Is something wrong with your wife? I was like, no, check your phone. And he messaged me back. I was like, oh, that's nice. I was like, how are you so calm about this? I was freaking out, but yeah, like you said, like you sit there. The first thing I said to him was just like, "Do you think Mike and GT said no? Then like, why us? What's the deal?" And it's as a testament. I think it's been a running theme all night that the VR community is just. It is so amazing and inclusive and okay, every now and again you get a bad apple, but we seem to do a pretty decent job of making sure they sync. And yeah, well, I mean, for prime example, Skiva earlier was just like, who just gives somebody an index?
Right.
Right?
Mickyberr, dude.
Skiva.
I didn't give you an index. I chipped in for an index for you, for sure.
Oh,
but I didn't front the whole thing. I would have loved to had I been financially able to.
Well, yeah, I was like just dumbfounded. I went out for a birthday meal with my wife, and sure enough, there's Buck and Cold Vengeance sat there in the bar, and I'm like, why are you two here? And then they just reach out and lift up a pair of knuckles, a pair of index controllers, and an index headset, and a bunch of lighthouses. And I'm like, why have you got an index in a pub? And they were like, this is yours. Because the VR community bought me an index.
Wow.
Like, it's insane how great the community is. And I'm never ever gonna forget that. I try and give back as much as I can to like pay it forward. But yeah, it's such a wonderful community, and then to be included in something as big as the VR Spotlight EGX. 10 year ago me that unpacked his DK2 and plays a My Little Pony game or something. You tell him he's on stage introducing VR at EGX. Nah, no way do I believe that. But here we are.
Dude, good job, man.
Good job.
Look at us.
Absolutely.
Look at all of us.
I know.
We're just doing stuff. It's great.
It is. It's amazing, man.
When I first got into all of this, I thought that I would need to like be able to code and like be like an engineer and like know how to make stuff in order to be a part of all of this. Mm-hmm. And when I realized that I didn't, like it was like the clouds parting, and it's just been an absolutely amazing ride this whole time.
I agree, man. I agree. There's so much, there's a lot of opportunity when you become super passionate and driven about something, right? And you just like, you just put yourself out there on the internet and you say, look, I know what I'm talking about because I'm obsessed and this is the only thing that I think about, and I suck up all the information like a sponge, and it puts you in a good situation to be able to do things. And that's awesome. And so many people in our community have moved on to do such amazing things to better VR. And like you were saying, did that happen in like the TV days? People like, this is so awesome, and they did that, and then they worked in TVs. Like, I don't know, this is a special community, and this tech is so special, and that's why it continues to blow me away when you put a headset on someone and they don't get it, and like, oh, that's cool, I guess. I'm gonna go play my Xbox now. It's like, boy, so many people that I know have changed their entire lives. They've done so many things, and all you can say is
Neanderthals. I'm telling you, bro.
Yeah, it's crazy.
Lower life forms.
They'll come around. I'm sure they'll come around one day. Yeah. My mother has a VR headset. Admittedly, it's my old Quest, but she has a VR headset.
Wow.
Right on. Cool, man. That's rad.
So, Dr. Oculus VR, any plans? Are you still pushing on the channel? You got some fun ideas going. You're gonna get more involved in some more VR podcasts. Like, what's your plan? What are you up to?
Global domination, mostly. Pretty much that. I do also have another podcast in the sense that I frequently, so in the the whole paying it forward and everything, like if ever I'm going somewhere, one of the first things I'll do is get on the phone, like, PD, I'm going here, do you want to come? And he's like, yes, I want to come. and I'll just load up a car with people and I'll drive down to London or whatever. And the first time we did that, we were going to EGX in 2019, 2020, I think. And I was like, I've never really spent a prolonged period of time with PD, and I'm going to be in a car with him for like 6 hours. How is this going to go? And both of us had lost our voices by the time we got to EGX, because it was just a constant conversation the entire time. Like you get two people that love VR. It's kind of, I figure that's eventually what's going to happen. And so we would do this on a few occasions. And after a while, I was just like, we should totally record these conversations. And so one time we were going somewhere and we did. And so every time PD and I get into a car, whether it's just me and him or a bunch of other people, we'll mic up, we'll have a conversation, we'll talk about all the things we've been doing, all the things we love in and things like that. And so PD puts that out on his channel as well, the Backseat VR podcast. That's a lot more infrequent because it relies on us going places, but so yeah, I do that.
That's a great idea, by the way.
Yeah,
it's like very similar to the origin story of this. It's like we were just talking all the time, and we were like, we should be like sharing these conversations. Yeah. This is good.
I listened to the last to that last conversation. You guys driving down to see me and Eric, and you recorded a podcast. Yeah.
That's it. Yeah, there was 4 of us. That one. I mean, all credit to PD. PD is a machine.
Yeah, he is.
That goes without saying. But he edited together 4 mics worth of people, all crammed into a Ford Fiesta. And yeah, he did a fantastic job with that. So yeah, all credit goes to PD. I'm just the idiot that drives. He's the driving force behind it, though. So yeah, I've got to give him massive credit to that. I say just another wonderful, generous member of the VR community. So yeah, that the YouTube channel. Without watchers, without a community, a streamer is basically nothing. So I used to stream to YouTube, and everybody in the chat was like, if you move over to Twitch, we can do a bunch of cool stuff while we watch you. I was like, all right, fair enough. You want to watch me on Twitch? I'll go on Twitch. So the channel's kind of not exactly dead, but it's not exactly alive either. So I mostly just stream over on Twitch. Live streams like 2, 3, 4 times a week. I just played Power Wash VR. Everybody in the chat's been going on about Power Wash VR. Book was going on about Power Wash. I'm like, when I heard nDreams were putting that game out, all of a sudden I was like, I really want Ghostbusters, but I'm kind of more excited about that. It was everything I wanted it to be. I was grinning so much playing it the other day with Book. So yeah, I may just become a professional Power Wash streamer at this point.
Amen. Hey, like we were saying with Andy, like if it works, you're vibing with it and people are watching.
Yeah, do it.
Just keep rocking it.
Do it.
Well, man,
totally.
It's really been great to catch up with you, dude. I feel like it's been forever since I had a chance to speak with you, and this is lovely. I think you're the perfect person to help us wrap up our season 7, man. So thanks for joining us.
It has been an honor and a pleasure, and thank you and congratulations on the hosting gig. I cannot wait to see how that goes. No pressure or anything, but we're all going to be watching, and yeah, it's going to be fantastic. Thanks very much, guys.
Thank you, brother. I'm going to crush it for you. All right.
Yeah, you are.
That's right. And I'll let you know. I would love to come visit you guys, so I'll be in touch.
Please do. All
right, man. Thanks again for my amazing figure. We'll talk to you soon, brother.
Later, homie. Bye-bye.
Bye.
Bye, Dr. Oculus VR. And bye, everyone. For 2 or 3 months.
Right? Wow, that was a banger.
Yeah, this was fun.
That was a banger.
This was really fun. Man. This, was a long. We put in an extra hour today.
Wow, an extra. Oh, we did.
Yeah.
Holy cow! Dang.
I know.
Right on.
2.5 hour show. It's like broke my own rule here today, but that's what the community episodes are all about. It's like, what? Let's just go out on a celebration. Let's just have some chill, natural conversation with all the homies, and it's gonna be great.
It's funny because it doesn't feel any longer, at least for me. Maybe for everyone in the chat going, oh, come on, is this over yet?
End it.
For us is great.
Well, like I said, that's the special end of season vibe.
Heck yeah.
We're just gonna let it rock, especially because we don't get to come back and do this for a while. It's the date today is November 3rd, And a month from now will be December 3rd, and we won't be ready. And a month from then will be January 3rd, and we will not be ready.
Because we'll be in Vegas for CES. Yeah, so probably right after that.
That's like the 9th.
Yeah.
So, and that lasts for days. Yeah. So before you know it, you're halfway through January. Yeah. And then once we get home, get settled, get all of our guests. I mean, maybe we'll book guests before that, but like, I wouldn't be surprised if it's closer to 3 months than 2. Yeah. Which will be our longest break ever.
I don't like it.
Me either.
I don't like it. Hey, listen, I'm going to try to put some stuff up on this channel. This will give me a little bit more motivation to do some reviews and things like that. I think I'm going to try to get a few things up here during the break and make some stuff, because I'll try. I'll use the time of Between Realities to do so.
Cool.
So yeah.
And I mean, people watch that stuff too. Like your Pimax review got tons of engagement, lots of tons of comments, tons of people watching it, and you did a great job. So
thanks, dude. I appreciate that.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah. Time to do some more of those things. And then in the meantime, me and Tribe will be streaming over on my channel. So come check it out if you want to see some AI stuff over there and some XR stuff. And try to stream a game or two over there too. And
Mondays,
miss everyone.
Mondays, you can catch us on the Crewcast, which is its own separate channel, by the way.
Yep.
That's not on Gamertag VR's channel. You need to go and subscribe to the VR Crewcast to be notified of when those things go live. And that show's amazing. Like, it's so many people watch it, and like it's just like growing, and I feel very grateful to be a part of that. It's so much fun to do.
Heck yeah.
But yeah, man, I guess we're out of here. We're gonna go. We're gonna have some holidays. We're gonna do CES, and we're gonna go to the VR Awards.
Yep.
And everybody's gonna tune in to the live stream, right, to see your boy crush it. So I'll be looking forward to all the flames in the chat. Even though I will be on stage, I won't be able to read it. But I expect the chat to be on fire from my BR fam. I don't know, dude. Like, how do you end this? Like, how do you end a season? How have I done it in the past? How have we done it?
Say goodbye.
I know, right?
We say goodbye.
All right, everybody. Let's just rip this Band-Aid off. This has been an absolute pleasure. Season 7, I would argue our best season yet. We've had amazing guests every season, but we had some like really fantastic guests this season. We've had some amazing conversations, and we've had amazing community members joining us. We are slowly growing all the time, and if you're somebody who's just recently found us, thank you for being a part of this, and thank you for listening to this season. And we'll be back in 2 or 3 months, and we'll do it all again. Get a bunch of new epic guests, and have a grand old time.
Heck yeah.
So shout out to all of our audio listeners as well. Shout out to Upload VR for supporting our podcast and sharing all the episodes of this season on the front page of Upload VR. We've been very grateful to be Upload VR correspondents. And join our Discord, because that'll probably be the best way to get in touch with us, or Twitter or whatever, while we're on the break. So that's that. Between Realities, Season 7 in the books, 152 or 53 episodes, no big deal. Keep playing VR, everybody. Anything else, Skiva?
I love you all. I really do.
I love you all too. Take care, and hit us up. Let's play some VR games. See you guys in a few months.
Bye.
Bye.